we go. We're going.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Today, Ringside with George, we have, we have, thinking of the listeners, we have, I'm sorry, I don't know your last name. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, George. My name is Brittany. I do go by Britt. My last name is Boss. B-A-S.
Is it really?
It is. Brittany Boss.
B-A-S?
Yeah, so similar to Las Vegas. You
Right.
pronounce it Las, not Las.
Okay.
It's Dutch.
So it's really Las
It's
Vegas?
B-A-S, yeah. So you know how you pronounce L-A-S, Las Vegas.
Right.
So my last name is spelled B-A-S.
Okay.
Boss.
Boss.
Yeah.
Las.
Brittany Boss.
Do you know the history behind the real word boss? B-O-S-S?
I do not.
Okay, so here, I'm going to trip you out right now.
Okay.
It's Scandinavian, and
Okay.
it's part of the root word bastard.
Oh, goodness.
And back
Accurate.
during, yeah, absolutely. And back during like the slave days,
Mm-hmm.
slaves used to call their owners boss because they used it as an acronym
Wow.
for a big old sack of shit.
Oh, my goodness.
And so they're like, always like, yes, boss, yes, boss.
I've changed, George. I've changed.
Yeah. But I Googled that
That's awesome.
because at work I'd be like, oh, thanks, boss, or thanks,
Same.
chief, or
Yeah.
thanks, champ, or whatever the fuck,
Yes.
And this guy goes, hey, you should Google boss before you call people.
Oh, man. You got to feed that ego, though.
And he totally, yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, like, I use it a lot in, like, describing my daughter. Like, look at her just sitting like a boss.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
that's
since
funny.
that guy did that, he made
I will
me Google
never
it.
say that word the
I
same.
know.
I'll always think of that now.
It's a trip now. But boss, here we go.
Yes. Here I am.
Brittany Boss.
Yes, sir.
And you're from Huntington.
I am from Huntington Beach.
Did you grow up in Orange County?
I did. So I have a bit of half and half. So I was born in Bellflower, which is
Yeah.
Los Angeles County.
LA County.
My dad still resides there. My grandparents own a landmark bar in Bellflower, so family stays there.
Is that what it's called? Landmark?
It's called Bachelor Button.
The Bachelor
The
Button.
Bachelor
Really?
Button, yeah.
Okay.
It is a landmark in
Okay.
Bellflower. It's
Alright.
located off.
It should be with a name like that. I like that.
Yeah, and so I actually grew up on my mom's side in El Monte. So from age zero, right, from out of the womb
El Monte.
until
Tall white girl in El Monte.
El Monte. So I grew up there until I was about 12, and then my mother, my two siblings, and I moved out to Huntington Beach. So I went to Vista View Middle School, and then I went to Fountain Valley High School, and I was on the varsity softball team there.
Okay. No volleyball?
No, I get asked volleyball and basketball a lot. I'm fairly clumsy,
I
so I
bet
stay in the
every
dirt.
tall white chick gets asked volleyball, just like every tall black guy gets asked
Yes,
basketball.
yeah,
I bet it's the
definitely.
same thing.
Totally.
Well, I know you said you hadn't listened to a bunch of podcasts. You listened to that one or the other, Brittany. Just to let you know, I'm fucking all over the place.
No, I love it, and
So,
it's the same.
yeah,
I feel like we're
right,
kindred spirits.
okay.
You got to reel me back in.
Okay,
we're
so-
talking about autism, or
Right. And that's what I wanted to say real quick is let's at least get that not out of the way, but tell people why you're here,
Okay.
and then we'll get into it and everything else.
Wonderful.
So you have a fundraiser or like a...
Yes, thank you for
something
asking. So I have a set of 5-year-old twins. I have a daughter, Hannah, and a son, Hunter. Hannah is typical, which means not autistic. And then my son is atypical. And when I say...
Is that really how you describe somebody who doesn't have
well,
something?
when I say atypical, a lot of people don't know what that means.
Okay.
So I keep it light. I'm very humorous because
Right.
I'm living this life. And so if you don't keep it light and fun and stick to really who you are, then you're going to go
Drive me
nuts.
crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, so my son is atypical. He is diagnosed, big word, with autism spectrum disorder. Hate that word.
So wait a minute. Spectrum.
Right.
So I'm assuming it's kind of like a color wheel.
Correct.
The spectrum of
Yes,
a color wheel.
visually
you know what I
speaking,
mean?
if you think
Right.
of a spectrum, there's yellow, red, every different hue,
Right.
which is very similar to the autism spectrum term. So every person with autism has a different set of behaviors, different set of tics, so to speak,
Right,
different
right,
set of
right.
victories they'll undergo, different set of obstacles. So they call it a spectrum because not each person with autism is the same at all.
Right.
But they may have some of the same behaviors and characteristics.
So how do they categorize it if they're all different? How do you even know? And I remember seeing something a long time ago on, I don't know, like Dateline or 2020 or some shit about how people with autism are upset being labeled with Asperger's, like they were being lumped into the same thing in like a psychology, like I guess they come out with disabilities, mental disabilities
like
every
tiers.
year,
Mm-hmm.
right? Every year they add new ones to the
Yep.
book and whatever. And I guess people who were dealing with autism got pissed because they had lumped those two together.
Correct. And I
So
can
what's the
speak to that.
difference?
So the difference is, it's funny, George, learning a little bit more about me. So I have a stepmother, her name is Barbara. And
Barbara Boss?
no.
Stepmom. Okay.
She's just,
Because that'd be pretty funny. BB and BB.
I know, right?
Brittany
No, she's
Boss and Barbara Boss.
she's just been in the family forever.
Okay.
So her two sons, which I'm sure she'll be okay with me speaking about it. She's very supportive. She's an inspiring woman. Her sons are, I believe, 26 and 23. The oldest has Asperger's and the youngest has autism.
Really?
Steven, yes. So the way that I noticed, jumping around as we do, the way that I noticed in my own son what it could be is because growing up as an older sibling to my little stepbrother, he was nonverbal until 5.5. And
Whoa.
yes.
You mean, okay, so I've heard that term
Mhm.
a couple times and
Nonverbal.
like, yeah. Does that mean like exactly that?
Exactly
they don't
that.
talk at all?
Correct.
Or
They
just
do
a
not
little?
talk.
Or...
Now again, I can only speak from the people with autism whom
Right.
I've met with
Right,
nonverbal,
right.
but again, there's different stages of nonverbal. Some people say 2 to 3 word phrases. Some people only say 1 word. Some people need to learn sign language.
Wow.
And so with my son, I noticed that he wasn't, again, I have a twin to compare him to.
Right.
Okay, so
right.
again, girls.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
When you
I
have
had a
twins,
twin
you
to
can
compare him to.
bounce off
Yes.
each other kind of thing.
Being
you know what I
boy
mean?
girl, okay, but
Right.
granted, they always say girls learn quicker, but there's still a difference between noticing. You're a mom, it's intuitive. Really, a lot of it is gut.
Are
But,
those your only 2 kids?
I actually have a colored story, and I don't mind talking
Oh
about
my
it.
god, I thought you were going to say a colored kid.
No,
But-
oh my goodness, how politically incorrect.
Well, yeah, I was like, what are we,
You're like,
20s?
oh my
Jesus
gosh.
Christ.
No, I have a colored pass,
Oh my
just
God.
like the spectrum.
Okay, yeah.
I have a firstborn. Her name is Allie. She is 1.5 years older than my twin, so she'll be 7 this year. She's placed for adoption. She has Downs. And so I was 1.5 years is a lot of time growing up. So I
Yeah.
definitely did a lot of growing up in between the 2 pregnancies. So she's placed for adoption with this beautiful, amazing family. The mother.
Man, that's just, you know what, being a parent, honestly, I'm going to tell you right now.
I wouldn't have been able to provide for her anything
Yeah.
compared to what this established family already had to
Right,
offer.
right,
So I
right.
felt like I made a selfless,
Absolutely.
best decision for her. And then I got blessed, whatever you want to say, 1.5 years later with the twins. And I
Right.
even contemplated, am I allowed to have another kid?
Well, that's
because
what I was
made
thinking
that
right
decision.
now. No, I wasn't thinking that. What I was thinking right now is as soon as you said Downs, I was like, oh my, like,
That's a whole nother.
my daughter doesn't have anything that I know of, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything, and she's a fucking terror.
She's a nutcase on her own.
Yeah, totally. So I couldn't imagine having
Mhm.
3 kids with 2 of them.
Yeah, so the firstborn, I
So
don't
how
parent.
do you?
So she was placed.
right,
So,
right.
so I
get
do parent only 2, but
How do
they
you-
say
how
it
do
comes
you-
from the father, by the way. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
I would not.
No,
How
no.
do you classify? Like, how would I say, or how are you comfortable with me saying your kid has what, a disability,
Autistic.
or
Hunter
is
is
autistic?
autistic.
Okay.
Hunter is autistic.
Okay, so let me ask you this now too. Now that I know that, I was telling my wife, hey, I'm trying to schedule this podcast with this girl, and she has this autism foundation thing she's trying to get going. And I think one of her kids is autistic. I think she's an autistic parent or something like that. And my wife goes, look, you don't, you have a cold. You're not cold.
Okay, yeah,
It's
I
not,
see that.
you have autism. You're not autistic.
So, good
You know
point
what I mean?
on your wife,
And
which
I
she's
thought that
trying
was
to be
a-
very political
Right,
correct,
right,
which
right.
I did see it that way for the longest time. However, my natural verbiage and speaking with young adults who have
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 30.
30?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just turned 30 in, well,
It's hard to tell with tall people. like,
yeah, I know,
before-
right? 6'1" and a ton of fun. No, so Where was I going with that?
About labels.
About labels. So autistic versus
autistic.
having autism or living
Right.
with autism. Living with autism is similar to living or suffering. So I'm speaking to a young adult on Instagram who's following my movement, Amuse, advocating while maintaining unity with special needs in everyone. And she also made it clear to me. She goes, we are autistic. That is who we are autistic. You
They
are
own it.
Caucasian. Yeah, because any other verbiage is very much so like calling it a disability or putting it in a box, because they're not in a box, they're just autistic.
Right.
You're not dumb with numbers, you're just not an
Right.
accountant. You're
Right,
not,
right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not, just because you're not a spelling bee whiz doesn't mean that you can't spell. So it's more or less, so this person I was talking to, as a young adult's perspective and also my stepbrother's perspective, I am autistic. And that's just who it is. But I can definitely see your wife's point, because
Right.
autistic kind of sounds like retarded, right? When people are labeling retarded,
what?
That's where I went with
I'm
it.
about has I don't want to say the wrong thing.
No,
make
you're
myself-
fine. Okay.
No, I don't want to make myself. I don't want to dumb myself down. I'm a smart person.
Definitely.
Super
Well, unless we
creative,
deal with autism.
But with that being said, before you go to my defense, with that being said, where was I going with this? Oh, shit, man. I
Oh,
forgot.
crap.
I
That's my
totally
fault.
forgot. I was just thinking about
autistic versus like someone hearing that and thinking it means retarded or something, because it's using it as a verb.
Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Right, very good. Thanks for reeling me back.
Got
in.
you.
So when I think of autism,
Mhm.
Rain Man.
Yeah, totally. And that's
I
similar
don't
to my
think of
son.
retarded.
Funny you, yeah.
I don't think of it. I just
Okay.
think they need to find their thing
Their niche, yeah.
that they're gonna fucking blow
Exactly.
everyone's mind out. You know
But
what I
getting
mean?
there is having a parent and a village and a support system
Right,
that
right.
knows, hey, you got to learn what to hone in on,
Right,
so to
right.
speak, versus trying to conform him to
Not
living in
everybody
the
can drop a
community.
box of matches and find out he's a fucking
Right,
mathematician,
right, exactly.
Yeah.
And he scripts a lot, so he repeats the same thing
What
over
do you
and
mean,
over.
Scripts. a lot?
So if he were sitting here right now, let's just say he's stuck on, you want to bite? You want to bite? You want to bite?
wow.
You want to bite?
Yeah.
You need to say it before he'll stop.
That-
Or,
that
you know-
you want to buy it?
Yeah, like
So how would
whatever
I
he's
end that?
repeating. Yeah, please. Or he'll
Okay.
make you say, he'll make you repeat exactly what he's saying. So you'll say, do you want to bite? Or he'll say, give me a kiss, give me a kiss, give me a kiss. And he
Until
won't
you
stop
do.
until you give him a kiss.
Okay. So he's like everybody else.
Exactly, yeah, but he repeats like scenes of a movie. So the way that he communicates with you, he's not going to say, hi, how are you doing? If you say, hey, Hunter, how are you doing? He's not going to say, I'm fine. You have to use yes or no questions. You have to say,
wow.
Hunter, are you doing good today? Yes or no. He's very witty. If you ask him, oh, is this bear hiding behind the tree? He's going to say, no, the bear's playing hard to get. Yeah, but he has no sense of safety. He's not potty trained. He'll dart in front of a school bus and not even know that it's going to kill him.
Right.
So it's just, that's what's hardest. And
God damn, are you a fucking full-time like?
Full-time everything, man.
Just
I was
everything,
working
huh?
for a plastic surgeon. So I got him diagnosed. Whatever, man. We saw the doctor in
Right.
April of 2017. He was 2 years and 9 months. I was working for Dr. Boris Ackerman in Newport Beach, well-known plastic surgeon. So I went from being a surgical coordinator, and I thought I was badass, right?
So
I'm
who
like,
have you worked on that we all know?
HIPAA. Don't
You
even
can't,
HIPAA.
right?
Oh my
It's,
gosh. You have no idea,
is
though. I
that,
have met my idols. I have met my idols.
Really? That sucks.
They're no longer with us.
So, do you sign like a confidentiality clause
Yes,
being
yeah.
just around that
Yeah,
area? Like the
definitely.
secretaries, everybody has to sign one?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, he's very...
Yeah. That makes sense. No one wants to fucking brag about
Totally.
their work. Yeah,
There
no.
are people that are okay with it, but
Did you have any done?
I did. I got my boobs done with
You
him.
did?
I was gonna say breast because I'm like being a mom right now, but they're boobs. So kids took them away and he gave them back.
My wife is actually thinking about, well, we were talking about our income tax, and I was like, she wants to do the, get the fat put in.
Yeah.
Is that like safe?
So she wants to get lipo and put into her boob?
I guess.
I would just
Which
say
that-
use an implant. I would definitely just go for an implant, and I would definitely use. So
I
Dr.
thought she was gonna have
Ackerman
a
would.
bunch of fat to be like, fucking,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, he would say I wouldn't do anything I wouldn't do to my mom, and I'd put silicone in my mom.
He tells patients
Yeah, like
I wouldn't do anything as he's like
to
holding
you.
their boobs.
Yeah, they're like,
I wouldn't do anything I wouldn't do to
between
my mom.
saline or silicone, and he's like, how do I answer that? Because they're both great, but what would I put in my mom? I'd put silicone in.
Silicone.
You know,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So it's just preference. They're both amazing, but
Right.
yeah. So I went from being a full-time working mom, thinking I'm badass, I'm the shit, I can do
Right.
both, and then I took a year off once I figured out, okay, this is serious. This is a diagnosis.
What were some of the signs? Like
So
when you were just babysitting?
he wasn't talking.
Not babysitting.
No, you're
I don't
right.
mean babysitting. No, because when you're watching your own
I
kid, you're not
know.
babysitting.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? You're just being a parent.
Yeah, you're just
So
doing
were
life.
you tripping out on things? Like,
So
what the
comparing
fuck
him
is
to
going on?
Hannah, right? And again, not boy girl because they always usually start talking first. But
Right.
just comparing, he
Wait,
wasn't
what?
talking.
Boys start talking first?
Girls usually,
Girls?
yeah,
Okay.
usually girls are quicker. They say old
I
guys
believe
do,
it.
yeah. But so I noticed that he wasn't talking as much. The eye contact, he actually has really great eye contact now, but most of the signs are eye contact. He wasn't playing with his sister. He was not engaging in other people. He was really just in his own world and just kind of. He would hum his own songs and just
Right.
kind of the same one. So really the distance from the other people in the family and the other kids at the daycare and stuff.
And then having the experience with your cousin or whatever?
Yeah, my
Right.
stepbrother, yes. So definitely. And then once he did start talking, it would be the same word over and over. And then we had to start with yes or no questions and then 3 to 4 word phrases.
So that was 2015?
17. Yeah, so we've been in therapy for 3.5
3
years. There'll be
yeah.
6 in July 7th. And we've had like 30 hours of therapy for the last 3 years. So that means Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 3 to 6. I've got ABA therapists, applied behavioral
It's ABA.
analysis.
Okay, cool.
Applied behavioral analysis, which those people basically come in to help train your child how to like be in
Yeah.
the, you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm a certified dog trainer with clicker positive reinforcement. And a lot of people hate this analogy, but ABA training is exactly identical to a positive clicker because you're putting a behavior to emotion and then adding the voice command.
You know, I don't know why people get offended because the brain is a brain is a brain is a brain. I
Right.
understand that animals don't have our
Right, we're more complex,
thing. Absolutely.
obviously.
But I can totally see clicker, positive reinforcement, that whole thing working. I mean, dude, I do it to people
I
at
wish
work.
I could use the clicker on my kid, but that would definitely not be PC. But I use the same, I do the high five. I just
That would be clicking there.
Petco.
Oh my goodness.
We get sponsored by Petco. Oh man. No.
Okay, so let me ask you this because you seem pretty super comfortable talking about all this,
Yeah.
and I can't imagine you started off this way when you found out.
Correct.
The worst possible fucking thing I can think of is something happening to my daughter.
So yes.
So I couldn't imagine. Like, I'm not even joking you. I was watching. I was watching the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And they had a commercial about this lady whose son was a all-star football player,
Nice.
high school, everything. Come to find out he gets shot, and she's like talking about my son died. And that right there, I had to get up and
Oh
go
my
to the
gosh.
kitchen and do dishes because
You
any
get your
thought
mind off
of anyone's kid getting anything
Yeah.
fucks me up so
Yeah.
much because I now have a daughter.
Yeah.
I'm 44. She's 2.5.
Oh.
So I've been my whole life without a kid.
Wow.
And any
It
thought-
changes you
oh my
instantly. It really
fuck,
does.
dude.
Yeah.
I've always known that it was gonna be a big deal because my dad was absent, my mom was fucking horrible. So I knew the importance of parents.
Definitely.
I knew that if I ever did have a kid, I would have to be everything that my parents weren't.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of grateful for some of the things that I had to go through because I know it made me be able to handle pretty much fucking anything.
Agreed.
And I know a lot of my friends are like, dude, George is fucking,
That's how I'm gonna answer this question, George, because I'm just badass. I'm like, you just
Right.
know I didn't start out all happy about it,
Right.
but I never was sad about it. It was just
You're
like
we
these
gotta
are
do
my
this.
cards dealt. I'm
Right.
gonna fucking handle
Fuck
it.
yeah.
I
Right,
got
right,
this
right.
shit because I've been through so much. I had a baby, got pregnant, wasn't
Right.
ready for the child, had to have the amniocentesis.
Are their parents, are their dad? I didn't mean their parents.
the
Are
the biological
dad
person?
involved at all?
No, not at all. No. No,
Like
no, no.
before he found
No,
out
no,
about
no, no.
autism, or?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we speaking about? So I was speaking to how finding out the diagnosis, how I handled it. my firstborn that we talked about, I placed for adoption. She has Downs.
Right.
Well, I had to go through the process of finding that out, which Down syndrome is.
You didn't know that at birth?
We had to do a shot. So they stuck me with a long needle, amniocentesis. We found out that she had Downs. I could have aborted, or I could have kept her, or could have placed her for adoption. So at that time in my life, I chose adoption.
Right.
So really going through that, kind of, I'm not given anything that I can't handle, because I went through that.
Right.
And that was gnarly, which I just saw her a couple weeks ago. Her dad's a nurse,
Full
and her mom's a
disclosure,
preschool teacher, yeah.
I've had an abortion with a girl.
Okay.
And it is without a doubt one of the worst fucking feelings you can ever imagine. And it wasn't, we didn't hate each other or anything. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just, at the time in our life, it just was not even feasible for us to fucking have a kid.
And
like,
that was
it really
the best
wasn't.
choice then. Yeah.
And I told her, I go, look, you can fucking do whatever you want. I'm here if you do, I'm here if you don't.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck. But when she said, yeah, I want to do it, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't relieved.
Oh, okay.
I sad.
Oh.
Because, dude, whether you want to think about it or not, like, this way, you really are killing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You really are
making a conscious
ending
choice.
something right by choice.
Yeah.
We're deciding that fuck we can't handle this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You're going to school, you're a fucking PhD student, you've been working for fucking 7 years, you got 1 year left.
Wow.
You can't handle a fucking kid.
No.
You're teaching her. I'm fucking a personal trainer who's fucking smokes pot and goes to the beach all day. Like fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
We can't
you
do
look
this.
at the bigger picture.
Right. And she, you know, my body, my choice. I can do it, you know.
Good.
I was like, good, you know. But sitting there.
It's
and,
still a loss.
The drive there was super quiet. You know what I mean? It's like just holding hands and just fucking, dude, it's gnarly having an abortion.
Yeah.
So I can totally understand
relate to
not doing it and making sure that they have a good home and making sure that somebody that can provide will provide.
Definitely.
So what you were 26, you said? 25?
When I first had Allie, I was like 23, and then I had the kids at almost 25.
23, fuck.
Yeah.
Man, dude.
Yeah, 23.
Like, you're not even
No.
old enough you don't even have enough life experience to be like, I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right, let alone a special need, which,
Totally. So was her dad involved in anything? Nope. Just fucking, you're pregnant, you're on your own?
Fly by night, girl.
Oh.
So like I said, I've totally come full circle. Yeah, colored cast. That's not we'll get there. But no, just having the twins, and then working full time. I paid $17,000 in 1 year for daycare for twins.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I won't disclose what I made at Dr. Ackerman's office, but
$26 a month at the gym.
You've no clue. So after doing that, then, decided, okay, I have to take a year off. So I took a year off, and thank goodness for the state of California right now, because I do get social SSI or whatever you call it for Hunter, and I also work part-time. So this last year I've been so grateful I collect that, which is why I want to give back to the community, because I'm one of those people that's a gray area. I've always worked full-time, now I'm working part-time. I have children, I have a child with special needs, I receive food stamps, I receive money from the state. What am I doing with my free time that can be positive and giving back? Because all the people in my community either work at the school or they're at the farmers market every week. Any community event.
What day of the week is the Huntington Farmers Market?
Tuesday evenings.
Tuesday evening? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
that's good to know.
And the reason.
Shout out to all farmers markets.
Yeah, definitely.
Totally.
We're trying to go. No milk, and we're trying to do the almond milk. We're trying to eat cleaner.
Okay, so check this out.
Diet. Yeah.
I know you don't know this about me because very few people do, because I really haven't done a podcast about it or anything. But before we were in Orange County, Teresa and I were up north in Santa Barbara County farming.
Oh wow.
She had cows. She had over 150 chickens.
Oh my gosh.
We had sheep. We did the whole thing. Real milk straight from the fucking udder.
Ooh.
Tastes amazing.
Oh shoot.
It's
like
like fucking
smooth.
ice cream. Seriously, it's sweet. For some reason, it's fucking sweet.
Wow.
But it's also illegal.
What?
There are people literally getting arrested and selling it out of their trunks at the farmers markets and stuff. People getting arrested for that because
loco on leche.
Yeah, seriously, crazy about the milk.
Wow.
But it definitely Tastes so good, man. Real milk tastes
It's all
so
ice
good.
cold. I'm
It
picturing
is.
it.
Well, I drank it right out of the jar that got like it put into.
Oh wow.
And but it is good to eat healthier. I mean, you say you're trying to go almond milk.
So
trying
here's
to go,
the thing: is I'm super.
Does that help
I'm like 1960s steak and potatoes. I'm trying to wean myself on Coca-Cola. Okay, I'm trying everything
Go
in
diet.
moderation. I'm super everything in moderation because I'm not perfect. But do I soak everything in and guidance and suggestions from others and research and all
Right.
that? Yeah, of course, because it's for my kid. Autism has a lot to do with the stomach and the gut and what you put in it.
Okay, so trip on this.
Yeah.
That episode I did with the other Brittany.
Yes.
They were talking about that guy, I forget his fucking name, but that doctor who was the one that started the whole fucking scare of vaccines causing autism.
Right. I don't know his name. I'm not going to pretend, but I know what you're talking
Right.
about.
Well, his whole thing was their guts were inflamed.
Oh.
And that's what, he was a gastroenterologist.
Okay.
And he was like, why are all these kids' stomachs inflamed? Like, why are they all fucked up stomachs? Oh, well, they all have autism. They all got these vaccines. And he just fucking, boom, put it together.
Oh, wow.
And that's what kind of started the whole craze.
Because it's probably more.
So do you think the whole vaccine thing?
I really don't have an opinion on that shit.
You don't?
Honestly, because I'm just dealing with autism. So
are
when
your
you're
kids vaccinated?
Yeah.
Okay.
I live in Huntington
Both,
Beach.
right?
Of course, if I'm vaccinated.
My kid's not.
Okay.
It's
and I really don't have an opinion.
Right.
I feel like
it's kind of a thing between us, but
when it comes to a parent, it's like you know what's best for your
Right.
kid, and you're gonna choose your own path. I don't have an opinion on anyone else's fucking parenting.
So both of your kids
whatsoever.
are vaccinated.
Yeah.
And
The girl
only
does not
one
have
man.
autism, and
Right.
the boy does.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could read
Wow,
about
man, you could go either way on that one if you were the parent.
exactly.
Huh?
So I'm like, and then you could read about that it comes from the mother's maternal, it comes from the father's. I mean, they say it comes from
Right.
fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're just a different fucking breed. Like Depeche
So,
Mode says, you know.
No. Like the what says?
Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode.
People are people, so
yeah.
why should it be?
I saw Depeche Mode.
They're my favorite. I know you're like
Martin-
early 30. I'm like, yeah, I'm an
Martin
old soul.
Gore, man. He's up in Santa Barbara. I did ecstasy next to him on a couch.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah. He got up and left when. Yeah.
He was-
Anyway.
Yeah.
My buddy Sean and I were on ecstasy. We're at this fucking party. He was DJing
Oh, sick.
in Santa Barbara, and it was a fundraiser
Okay.
for
Those damn
funny enough,
fundraisers.
for it was like a kids music program that
Oh,
my
neat.
friend was promoting, and
Neat.
she's the one that got the tickets and everything.
Speaking of kids music program, so I'll reel us back in. We're having an event, if I may, George, on Saturday, April 18th, 2020.
Amen.
Thank you, sir. At Pacific City in Huntington Beach, which is like the new bougie part of HB.
Right.
It's amazing. I work across the street at the Residence. So I'm a concierge specialist. I've had the best and most grateful opportunity to meet a bunch of different connections. So future rock stars of tomorrow, they are going to be a part of our event. So at our event, George, I hope to fundraise money for my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal as a muse and as this Autism Awareness Foundation is to spread the awareness that not all special needs are visible. That being said, I know you've looked at my Instagram. If you look at my son, without hearing anything or not, would you think that he has anything?
No, and I didn't think he was
Right.
that young.
Right. Yeah, I know they're huge. My kids are little
Yeah.
monsters,
I
okay?
didn't
I'm
think he was that
6'1".
young.
They are definitely to my hip.
Yeah.
But so and
No,
Hannah-
because
yeah.
there's no sign of it on your
Exactly.
face or
There's
anything.
nothing visible. However, there are behaviors. When we go into the community, so to speak, for instance, Albertsons, part of our training session, so to speak, is walking to Albertsons. He's a runner. They call it eloping in ABA terms, okay? So he's an eloper.
I love when names like that just fucking fit.
You know?
So, he's eloping.
Go get
That's
him.
fucking funny.
And there's no rhyme or reason. There's no trigger. There's no, oh, the mom should have done this. It's like, he didn't like the fucking sound that the beep, beep,
Yeah,
beep at the
yeah,
grocery
yeah,
store was
yeah.
making, so he decided to run off. So do I leave my wallet at the counter and go chase my kid? Thank God I have a twin, because I'm like, you stay with mommy's wallet, keep running the groceries, I'm going to go get your brother, stick him in the car. And it's just, that's Hunter. So
it's Hunter and Hannah.
Hunter
right?
and Hannah, yes.
So, is Hannah like?
His keeper?
Well, not keeper, but is she your fucking wingman? Like,
Yes,
is she,
that's my roll dog, man.
Right,
She is.
Right.
So
I hate to say this, but I bet she's having to kind of grow up a lot faster.
a lot
than-
quicker, and I feel like she's
That's a
pushed
good thing,
aside.
though.
Yeah.
I think so.
So we were at the Easter Bunny, okay, and normally you'd run, chasing him, sticking my little 4-year-old in the line or whoever, because no one decides to go with me. By the way, my bridges are all burned. As much as a village as you want, they get fucking tired of it. So I ain't got nobody. Right. So if I want to go see the motherfucking Santa Claus or Easter Bunny, I'm doing it alone.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of myself because I've come so far and now it's okay. So he would normally run around.
Man, you know what? I just have to say this. All the truth. And you know, I might get some fucking all his.
Sorry,
whatever.
I cussed a little bit. I'm like, uh-oh, crap.
You can fucking cuss. I know. You can talk about whatever the fuck. But honestly, I want to say this too because I would like. Well, first, let me give it a little precursor. Not only is this an opportunity for me to meet cool people and talk to cool people and maybe help people, but because I'm 44 and my daughter's 2.5, I also want this to be a kind of thing I can leave behind for her to listen to,
totally.
Have her kids listen to. Like, this is who Grandpa thought was interesting, enough
That's
to talk
awesome.
to. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Wow, man, that kind of choked me up saying Grandpa.
I know. You know what? My mom is
Fuck,
only,
that
my
fucked me
parents
up
are
right
only
there.
50,
I can't believe
so
that
my
came
mom
out.
doesn't call herself Grandma.
Because I'm trying to raise a lesbian. I don't want her
Oh
to
my
fucking,
gosh, I love it.
I don't want her to date any guy.
Oh,
Guys
you're
are
hilarious.
horrible. So me saying Grandpa, maybe she'll adopt. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
I want her to know that you saying I'm proud of yourself, not enough fucking people say that about themselves. So many people are so worried about being better.
Right.
Being better than average. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but
I feel like life is like a game of bowling. You can have it as a team sport, but at the end of the day, you're all only trying to beat your own score and better yourself. And if it comes as a better outcome with your village, with your bowling team, great. But at the end of the day, if you only did better than you did last time, at least you know you still did
better.
I
can dig that. I can dig
That's
that.
kind of, I'm like...
Well, I told, like, today at work, there was a bunch of fucking, 2 people, there was a bunch of customers and 2 people were just fucking bullshitting.
Okay.
And there's only 3 of us there, just 2 meat cutters and
said,
like 4 clerks. So we're already behind. And I'm trying to get out early because I want to do this podcast. And I told them, look, I got them together. And I'm not even supposed to. Like, I'm not even like a manager or anything.
Oh, shoot.
But, I mean, they talked about it, but I'm not a manager or anything. And I go, look it, we're a car.
Yes.
We're all fucking in the same car right now.
Okay.
Even though it's got 4 fucking tires, if one of them goes flat, the fucking car is shit.
Totally.
So are you gonna be the tire that goes flat?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be the fucking tire that goes flat? Because I'm gonna fucking call you out if you are.
I love it.
And they kind of picked up their shit, and I got to get out a little early, you know. But not everybody is comfortable saying that they're proud of themselves.
Right.
It's in a fucking microphone that's gonna go out into the fucking cloud or whatever the fuck.
Thank you.
So I want I'm not trying to praise you, but yes, I am.
Yeah.
I want my daughter
Yeah.
to hear people talk like that,
Definitely.
especially women talking about something as hard as you were going through. Yeah, man, fucking be proud of yourself. I'm fucking proud of myself all the fucking time, and I hate that I don't say it because I'm worried about hurting other people's
Or
egos.
sounding egotistical.
Or sounding proud of yourself. Yeah, right. Totally. Or sounding, I wish I could say that word. For some reason, egotistical is like super hard for me. It's the one word out of 44 years on this fucking planet that I cannot fucking say.
Oh man, egotistical.
Right. Maybe, yeah.
Oh man.
So, good for you.
Thank you.
Of being proud of yourself. And because, like you said, when you have a tough situation and you do need help and you ask for help, you do burn bridges.
Yeah.
Because people can only help so much.
Yep.
And
they stop answering phone calls because they know what it entails. Because like I said, every person with autism is different, but if you can identify behavior. So like I said, he's a runner, he's impulsive. We went through a phase where he was beating the crap out of Hannah for no reason.
Really?
There's no trigger. He's excited and he hits her and he's a big guy. So all these little mini victories, like going to the grocery store and having him, so as I mentioned, he'd lay on the floor at the Easter Bunny, Hannah looks at them and is a little advocate and says, "Are you staring? This is autism."
What?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 5. They're 5. And so, and this couple
That's
just
hilarious.
was intentionally whispering about it. You know when you try to stare, but you're like, oh, I'm not going to let him see me stare.
Oh, I've seen that.
These people intentionally stare, George, and I didn't care. I was on my phone with Hannah taking pictures. He's on the floor. We're waiting for the Easter Bunny. I mean, this is normal. I'm like, I am not chasing him somewhere. I'm cool. Because the silent Easter Bunny, which brings me to, so autism does
silent Easter Bunny?
So the autism the community will try to give you 2 hours with a silent, so they'll give you a 2-hour span before the whole group gets there to try to go see the Easter Bunny. So when we start talking about my foundation and what my goal is, I do want to say there are places that do try to accommodate, but the way they try really is not relevant to what people actually need. So anywho, Hannah's the youngest advocate I know. And so we've actually been very badly humiliated at the Huntington Beach ER on Beach and Newman. I'm going to shout it out twice. So my son does not have pain tolerance, or he has a high pain tolerance.
Okay.
He walked around on a sprained, broken ankle for 3 days after the jumpy place. I don't go to the damn jumpy places anymore, God. I didn't think I'd be a helicopter mom. Holy crap, yeah, he really should. So anywho, long story short, I had the cleaning supplies out. God forbid I'm doing mom stuff, right? And he sprays himself with Clorox bleach. I freak out. Like I said, I probably freaked out more than I should, but he wouldn't let me spray his eyes completely. And I'm like, dude, the emergency room's across the street. Fuck it, I'm going, right? I would feel better as a mom, like I'm going.
Yeah, of course.
Here's what I expected. Walk in, I have his identification, I have autism, I'm disruptive shit, right? Here's this. Here's the Medi-Cal stuff. Can you guys help me? What I was expecting is them to act emergent. It's an emergency room. Oh my God, bleach in the eye. It's a kid.
It's a fucking
Come wash
kid.
water out. Do something, right? No one did anything. They were silent as can be. They asked me to sign forms. Meanwhile, my kid's running around circles because that's him. And in Toy Story, you know how they have those automatic doors?
In Toy Story?
So the grocery
my
store.
daughter, if she could talk right now, she'd hate me because she watches all 4 of those fucking things all the time.
Okay, so there's a grocery store automatic door, right? So there's a big black padding.
Toy Story 2.
This is a reference. Toy Story 2, Al's Toy Barn. If you don't have enough weight on it, the door doesn't open. So all the toys at the same time go, and they jump up and they open the toy barn. Okay, so relative to what my son goes through, he's in his own world, and everything that he does in real life is a scene from a movie that he's referring it to.
Right.
So we're at this place, and he's doing the Toy Story scene. And they're like, man, can you get your kid? I'm like, look, do you want me to fill these damn horns out? I really just want someone to rinse his eye out with water.
Right.
I worked for a plastic surgeon. I know that if some guy's sewing some finger on, which is your excuse, I can still say, hey, doctor, while you're in that neck muscle doing a facelift, can I go spray some water in some autistic kid's eye because the mother's concerned? Like, I know for a fact, like, please.
Yeah.
So I got chastised. We were there for an hour. They called security on me because they didn't have makeup on, so I'm sure I looked like a damn tweaker mom with no job or something.
I gotta say, you got makeup on right now. You kind of look like a tweaker mom.
Oh, shit. Damn it. Bad reference. Come on, George.
I thought you were.
No, but so that was the first time, and I ended up leaving, and I went to the fucking garden hose at El Pollo Loco, and they're like, yeah, use it, and I sprayed his wall. He was fine. Okay?
Dude, you should be able to go into a hospital and say, I sprayed fucking jelly in my eyes. Can you help me? You're fucking... And to a kid, it just seems like it should be magnified, the response. Yes.
And all I was expecting was...
So what hospital was that?
Huntington Beach Emergency Room on Beach and Newman. Okay, and that was
I'll put
the
it
first
on
time.
fucking
please.
bio.
Yeah, do it. So I went and I talked to the
If you
charge
get hurt and you absolutely have to go there, maybe, but if it's not emergency, fuck that
So,
hospital.
George, here's what sparked the fire, is because they are medical professionals, and they couldn't identify any behaviors of autism or special needs. None. Had they been able to identify his hand flap, his circles, his repeating himself, his diagnosis that I showed them, long story short, if anyone had been educated, they would have been like, oh yeah, let's help her right away. First of all, I didn't want to jump a line. Let's get that clear to all the other moms who definitely have other, when you go to ER, everyone is important.
Right.
But all I asked for was to wait in an enclosed area because he is a danger to us and other people because he has no sense of direction, no sense of safety. I did not want to wait in the room that he could go in and out of the parking lot in, and he ended up in the parking lot and they called security on me.
I understand all that, and I don't disagree with any of that. You're right. There should be separate waiting rooms. If that's what you guys
Not
want.
separate, but just if I felt the need to let her know, like, hey, I need to wait in this room. So I went to Fountain Valley Regional right after that. I said, fuck you guys, I'm leaving. Fountain Valley Regional had a little room just for that. A part of the waiting room.
Okay, but what I'm saying is...
Tell me.
I don't give a fuck who the kid is and who the parent is.
Right.
If you go into a hospital and say, hey, my kid sprayed bleach in his eyes, dude, it seems like a no-brainer. I've worked in all kinds of places where there's fucking rinse stations.
Her name's Patricia, right? Not Karen, coincidentally. So Patricia, I go, look, Patricia, all I wanted you to do is rinse his eyes out. And she goes, I couldn't do that because the doctor didn't give me directions and we didn't want to make it worse. Then the doctor comes out and contradicts her and says, Patricia, you could have just sprayed the kid with water. Low key,
or they have saline.
Right. Just placate, whatever the mom needs. Like, just humor the mom. Like, so that just sparked my whole thing. Like, these people have no idea what to expect with a special need or anything. And not to say that I need to jump a line or we take priority, but there's definitely an approach that can be taught to people like food establishments in the community, the farmers markets. I want to have a booth at the farmers market in every damn community. We can't go to the OC fair because we don't make it out of the parking lot.
Why?
Because he has meltdowns. He gets nervous. There's so much going on.
So let me ask you this. You say there's so much going on, he can't get out of the parking lot. Now, from what I understand, isn't it like sometimes just sounds or sometimes lights or sometimes,
Yes.
Things going in your vision real quick.
Exactly.
So how do you curb life?
All of that, exactly. Now some kids,
and how do you expect people who aren't dealing with autism
to conform,
to be like, oh, I'll do that because of you?
So I'm not. I'm just going to provide that out of the kindness of my heart. So for instance, we're talking about a big event like the Orange County Fair. With our experience.
Gang of lights.
Yeah, lights, sounds, everything.
Right.
Which my kid, half the time he'll wear headphones, half the time he wasn't. He doesn't really like them. His behavior, he's cool with it. He loves
music. Are they
music.
just headphones or do you play something in it?
I've tried both. He just doesn't like shit on his head.
Okay.
He's cool. He's music. He wants to be a DJ.
Did you see, there's something about Harry?
Oh, yeah.
And he plays with his
Oh, yeah. So, yes, that's my jam.
Freaks out.
Yes.
We got a here!
Beans! Yeah, that's actually my mom's inside joke since day one. So, synchronicity right there. But he loves music. He loves art. He loves being in the moment for a short period of time.
Right.
But getting him there is the hassle. So, for instance, we went to the Orange County Fair, and he couldn't get out of the parking lot. I would like to create an event, right? You get on the special needs of use list, okay? When you get there, you have a 15-minute window. Hey, call a Muse, let them know we're here. We're going to get, one of the maintenance guys, when we were at the car show, I take him everywhere, okay?
Yeah.
For research, so he knows if he's missing out, okay? He loves cars. So we go to the car show first before the fair. Don't make it in, we get free passes the next day. But I noticed when he was on the golf cart, he was cool. So we got him from the parking lot to the entrance, but then not past the entrance. So all these things I'm taking in, but sometimes I just pick his ass up. I'm like, let's go. And he's like a football. And I just like hustle with him. And I'm like, we're here. We're doing it. I don't care. Let's go. Get Hannah an ice cream. So, we'll get in there and I'll put him in a wagon and what have you. And we just kind of go for as long as we can. If we had a Muse at the OC Fair, a Muse would come pick you up in a golf cart, take you to the sideline. You'd wait in your own line. Who provides it? Me. So I started the foundation for this. So I would hope to obtain as the Muse Foundation.
Oh, this is something you want to start. A Muse doesn't exist yet.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Fuck.
No, you're good.
I totally thought you were telling me something.
No, you're good. This is what I want to provide.
Okay, yeah.
So in order for everyone to experience equality, we need, like you said, not everyone's going to conform to what they need. Right. But
Muse, is that an acronym for something?
A Muse, like a Muse, a Muse.
Oh, okay.
So advocating while maintaining unity with special needs in everyone.
Okay.
And he's a Muse for autism. So that's our hashtag.
No, I play music, so
that's exactly where it comes from. Yeah, I like to think I'm a Muse.
yeah. They're everywhere.
Yep.
They are.
Definitely. So with the event, so the reason we're raising money is so that a Muse can purchase, let's picture a portable classroom, right?
Right.
Okay. So the golf cart pop up. Yeah, thank you. So the golf cart picks you up, takes you to the special needs side gate, whatever. Gets you a free wagon because those motherfuckers are like $20, bro. Yeah. I'm like, I need a $20 wagon. Like, can't you just give it to me?
You mean a pulling wagon?
Yes, $20 to rent that shit. Okay. And he has to have a wagon.
That's kind of smart, though.
It is. I got you. Okay,
So they have wagons at the county fair, right?
It keeps families away with special needs because I need to spend that $20 on diapers because my 6-year-old child with special needs needs diapers. Am I going to spend it on a $20 wagon squeezing out 10-15 minutes at the fair, or am I going to buy diapers?
Can you bring your own wagon?
I'm sure you can, but I don't. I have a small Mazda.
I didn't.
Okay, motherfucker. Okay, devil's advocate.
They get a fucking roof rack.
it.
Just pull it behind you. No, I was just wondering because I haven't been to the fair in years, but
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
This is just an example, just crowd.
No, I didn't know they had wagons there.
Yeah, wagons.
It's
You
kinda
can rent
smart.
the wheelchairs.
Okay.
So anywho, so you get into the fair, and the amuse booth will be right there, right? You're like, no, honey, because like I said, you burn bridges. Your
Right.
village dwindles. No one. My family has not been out to dinner with us in 3
Is
years.
it hard to date?
No. Because I have a village, so it is. Yeah, it is. I'm not really focused on that right now.
So do you? Okay.
I mean, I feel I'm that type of person where when people I don't have time. Like, we all have kids, we all got shit to do. If there's something you want to do, you're gonna make time for it. Is it a priority?
Exactly.
Maybe
I agree.
not.
I
But
agree.
do it, yeah.
No, because I was just wondering, I know when I was single, if I met a girl and she had 2 kids,
Oh, yeah, for
and
sure.
one of them was autistic.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what I would do.
yeah.
Honestly,
It's a lot.
it depends on what age I was, I guess.
Totally.
But it also depends on the girl,
Yeah,
That's the way it
definitely.
does.
And I want
it's
to
not
keep
that I
mine
couldn't
separate.
take that on, but
Yeah, I'm to the point.
as a
where-
mom, though, I think it would definitely make me do the application to
For sure.
be who I'm dating a lot more.
For sure.
Because I can imagine, I've seen boyfriends freak out on regular kids.
Oh yeah.
So I can
Yeah.
just imagine them freaking out on,
Yeah.
what did I say, special needs or
Special needs,
Did I say
autistic.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Autistic
mean,
kid,
I
you know
really
what
don't
I
get
mean?
offended over shit
Right.
because when people
What's the
aren't
norm?
doing,
What's the word on the streets?
People say, autistic or autism, special
Okay.
needs. I mean, if they don't know, I feel like they say special needs
Right.
because that's very umbrella.
Right.
But I've been saying autistic from the get because it just flows off it's just Hunter. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I get that.
yeah. But so with our portable trailer thing, whatever. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Lakeshore Learning Center, but people think it's like this teacher. Anyway, a great sensory toy. Sensory toys could, mean a lot of things. Gosh, I have to explain all the verbiage to people.
You do.
So
Hey, so real quick, I can see where people are listening to this podcast. I just found that out. So, Egypt,
oh wow,
Germany,
oh my goodness,
Vermont.
oh crazy.
Yeah, a bunch of crazy
George,
places
that's so
that
cool.
I never even, which blows me away because there's 270 listens
Oh wow.
so far. But to think that somebody
Yeah.
in Egypt
Yeah.
fucking listened to me even
That's
for
dope.
Shout out to Egypt.
Yeah.
Pyramids, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can speak Arabic.
can you really?
Yeah. Kif
Oh my
Halik.
god, that would help me so
Kif
much at
Halik.
work.
Hi, how are you?
Holy shit.
Kif
Kif Halik?
Kif Halik.
Kif?
Yeah,
Halik.
Kif Halik. Yeah.
Okay.
I can speak Vietnamese and Armenian too,
Holy
and Spanish.
shit.
Yeah.
How
So
long
I
have you
worked
known
at
that?
David's Bridal. So I was top 10 sales nationwide for David's Bridal for 4 years. So
And
you
wedding dresses are not fucking
Yeah.
cheap, dude.
No.
Fuck.
So I'm very cultured. I'm very much a people person.
Wait a minute. Vietnamese.
Yeah. Armenian.
Armenian.
Yeah.
Arabic.
Arabic, Spanish,
Spanish.
and English.
English.
Yeah.
Holy
I know.
shit.
Now, most of them are one-liners, but I understand all of Spanish. Like
Right.
you said, I grew up in El Monte.
That's true. That's true. I work in Santa Ana, so I know quite a bit of Spanish.
Yeah,
Spanish,
exactly.
so. Wow. Brittany, that's impressive.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're at the Orange County Fair.
Yes, we're at the fairgrounds
I got
as an
autistic
example.
kid. I call. Is it an app?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Eventbrite, right? So you register on Eventbrite, and then we'll give you a text line, and then you text when you're there. Okay, great. We're waiting on 2 other families. Wait in your car. Stay buckled. Within 2
Are
minutes.
autistic kids cool around other autistic kids?
It just depends. My son plays parallel. So in his class at Haas Elementary in Huntington Beach, they are amazing. He has about, I think, 6 to 8 students, and it's from K to 2nd grade.
Okay.
And again, which gives you a range and an idea of the different types of autism on the spectrum. See, I don't even know how to say it sometimes. It's
Right.
I mean, we're all different no matter what.
Yeah.
But, and yeah, so we just have to deal with his little victories, and his progress. I don't even know where I was going.
I was
Yeah.
asking you if other autistic kids get
Play with
triggered
them.
by
Yes.
other autistic
That
kids.
they do, yeah.
or
So if
is
one
that
has an
thing-
outburst, the other one does.
Right.
Yeah, it's very much can be
Right,
chaotic. zoo-like.
So when you say, hey, we're waiting to pick up 2 other families.
So that's okay because it may not have to be on the same golf cart. Like we'll have, hopefully we'll have like 5, right? And just,
hopefully a van.
Yeah, exactly. And just giving them a time less than a 5-minute wait basically was my point.
Right.
So get them into the fairgrounds. You know, special needs kid is free, family gets in, go straight, here's your wagon, wheelchair, whatever your choice is. There's the booth, go check in. In this, you know, portable classroom, whatever you call it, there's going to be a sensory-friendly gym like Disneyland. Sensory-friendly can mean low lights because they're sensitive to the lights. Could mean low sound.
Does he wear sunglasses?
He doesn't. He's like such, I feel like he has all the best of autism because he doesn't, I'm sorry, he doesn't.
No, I get that.
He's charming, he's witty, he's funny, but he's a runner.
Right.
And he's not potty trained and he has no sense of safety and he's no, so it's just,
Yeah.
so just with what
the safety one's a big one as
it's
a parent.
huge, dude.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. We don't go to birthday parties, bro. Are you kidding me? When we go to the beach, it's like we jet to the water and we're in the water. There's no, let's
Right.
have a s'more. Let's play football. Like, I thought I was going to be a baseball mom. Like, no, I'm not, bro.
You still can be.
Yeah, we'll
Hannah.
see. Yeah, Hannah's a dancer, I guess. She's like, I don't want to be in the dirt. I still play softball every Wednesday. So at least I have my, like, out.
There you go.
Oh, I love it.
What position?
Third base.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, I've got
A lot
gun.
of bases go there. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of balls go there.
Yeah, no, yeah. So-
Everyone's usually right-handed, so
Hot spot.
fucking.
Mhm. And it's men your age too, and they're like, "Oh, let me, I'm on it, motherfucker. Try me." So it's pretty dope. Yeah, I've been playing with the same team for like 10 years in HB, which is why it's really cool. So fundraising for the event and everything because a lot of Huntington.
So you were saying that you wanted. Fuck, I don't even know about the families.
Yeah, so at an event that we put on, Amuse puts on, besides the food vendors, besides the musical guest artists, besides the live art muralists, and everything to that nature, there's going to be a sensory-friendly portable trailer. And what that means, sensory-friendly, could be a dim of the lights, could be lowering of the music, could be giving the child headphones. We're definitely going to have like a little ball pit in there, picture like a jungle gym. We'll have a slideshow at our fundraiser as to what it's going to consist of, but very colorful, very bright. All of the staff will be trained ABA therapists and occupational therapists.
That was
applied behavioral analysis, which is all the type of training needed to help with your child. So all of the staff will be trained in which you can either leave your child there in the enclosed safe environment to have his own fun because the fair may not be interest of him.
So does he act different around you when?
They always act different with mom. Definitely.
Well, I mean, do you ever leave him with somebody and he was like, oh, dude, he didn't have any fucking fit.
No.
He didn't do anything.
No, they'll say, oh, Hunter was Hunter.
Okay.
Or they'll be like, oh, there was no impulse headbutting.
Right.
You know.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, right in the pelvic bone.
Oof.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm just picturing people's noses.
Oh, that too. Yeah, he sucker punched the babysitter on Saturday in the face because.
So how do you? That's what I was wondering too. You said you were having to find a babysitter. How do you find a babysitter? Is
So
there,
my
like,
mommy
a
does
thing?
it tonight. Thank
Okay.
goodness. My mom, she's dude, she's not done. My sister's.
Because you just can't ask an average
No,
person.
you can't.
Right?
No, that's
Yeah.
why I've burned every single bridge,
Right.
and I'm waiting on the regional center. Like there is help out there. I'm not saying there's no help and there's no not, but for me to get an applied behavioral analysis therapist to go to an event like the OC Fair with me, which is what I'm trying to provide for people, it's like fucking pulling teeth.
Right.
And it's like, oh, they gotta approve this and this and this and this, and it's like nothing ever happens. So I want to provide that. A lot of special needs families don't go anywhere. Not only does that
Right.
suck, but also
Right.
from an economy standpoint, there's so many people not participating because there's just no help for them. And they want to be a part of it.
Right.
So if we were already there, then if I told my
So-
family, let's go to the fair, and they're like, I'm like, no, we can go check Hunter into the Amuse booth.
Right.
Or you can check a therapist out with you and they'll walk the
you-
fair with you.
Do you think that like when he gets older, he'll be able to grasp like what an inconvenience?
I hope he
is?
doesn't feel like it was an inconvenience because I don't ever make him feel that way. Like
I know you don't, but you just said
Probably
your parents
subconsciously.
fucking
Yeah.
Said, where are we gonna go?
Exactly.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
They're not thinking Hannah.
Right. No,
You know what
exactly.
I mean, I'm just being.
I think he will. I
realistically.
think he'll know. And I think he'll,
Do you-
just like any other person, you'll cut motherfuckers off.
But does he know when he's headbutting
know,
somebody that it's wrong? I
Right
mean,
after, so good point. Right after, at first, no. For a while, he wouldn't do it.
It's
now,
just a reaction, right?
Yes.
It's just a fucking thing.
he's
like, his
excited.
legs
Like,
bug me,
oh,
I
what's
need to
up,
get the
man?
fuck out of here.
Yeah. Like,
Right.
his friend is so skinny, he was like, what's up, dude? And he fucking pushed him over. but he didn't know his own strength.
What
He's
do you
like
mean
of mice
his
and men.
friend?
My kid's child. My kid's child. So, good point. So he doesn't. So my friends' kids, or the people that do still decide to hang out with us and do play dates, because they've all burnt off, except for my friend Nikki and her family, and my friend Savannah, who's this single, like, 20...
Nikki.
Yeah.
Nikki?
Hell no. And then my other little...
What's up, Nikki?
Thank you, by the way, Nikki. She's actually the one who referred me to this podcast, so I'm very grateful.
Man, I was telling her she should come on here and talk about her fucking bouncy house shit.
Yeah, she's going to be a part of our events.
She's got her fingers in so much weird shit, too, though.
You know what? That's entrepreneurship for you. She's a
hustler.
She's doing the damn thing.
She is.
Yeah, and she's very kind. She's very open arms.
Yeah, oh no. Nicole's fucking one of the coolest people I know now. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Sports
fun.
fan.
She's fucking fun.
She's cool, man.
Yeah.
I met her at Hot Shots in La Habra.
Oh gosh.
Have you ever been there?
No, but I know about it.
Okay, so it's off La Habra and I want to say Harbor.
Okay.
And or maybe anyway, it's like right on the border of Brea and fucking.
I feel like my friend
La
goes
Habra.
there. Yeah.
And she was dating this guy Jared.
Okay.
And he had a huge hole in the back of his pants. And I went up to him and I think I put my hand on his butt cheek or something or some shit. I don't remember. I was probably drunk or something. And she was like, "Excuse me, like what the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I said.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened."
Hey,
but
you put it out
Jared
there.
Jared was fucking laughing, and you know, they were just a cool couple. I was there with fucking my buddy Sean, and I was like, Jared was a fucking big old dude, and I don't know, maybe he had a Raider shirt on, or I was talking shit to him or something. I don't know. But when they broke up, he moved to Texas, and Nicole was still like
around.
A friend of everybody.
Yeah.
Like everybody still liked her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like, what do you do when your friends break up?
Totally.
Unfortunately, Nicole was fucking super cool, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, bro, she's still hanging out with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sorry, Jared. But she is a cool person, man.
Yeah.
And good...
She's a really big support. So for me, when I first met her...
Good aura.
Yeah. Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? There's certain people who, they might be fuck-ups, but they're a good aura. You know? She's one of those people.
That's why we get along, sir.
Yeah.
I may be a fuck up, but no, and you hear me cussing, you
Oh, I
kind
don't
of let it.
want to say Nicole is a fuck up, but I'm just saying like there's fuck ups in life. Yeah, and a good aura can come from a lot of different places.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I met her about 3.5 years ago.
Okay.
We both lived at the same apartment complex
dude, I
in
met her like
Huntington
fucking
Beach.
10, 12 years
that's
ago.
gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right off the bat we hit it off. So she's definitely one of those spirits where, like, if you're in with her, you're in. And she'll I mean, I called her, I think Hunter broke his leg, you know, and she drops everything.
That's
I need a fucking creamer at 5 a.m. Yeah.
Right.
And she's always one that's there.
Oh, I bet.
And so she's actually a really big part of Amuse because, like I said, burning bridges and...
Bouncy house.
The bouncy houses are
Dude,
going to be there.
that's got to be good for autistic kids,
Huge,
right?
Because even though my son freaking broke his ankle, they like to bounce.
In a bouncy house?
Yes. Okay, so like my freaking life. But it's huge.
That's the Chiefs. Dude, I just fucking won the Super Bowl.
Okay, no, congrats. Did that break?
Ah!
Stop.
It's alright.
Did you make that in high school?
No, you want to hear the truth?
I do.
This is prison soap.
I didn't want to talk about that on here. Damn it.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. Everybody knows.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Oh, the Chiefs? Oh, prison. Oh, shit. Because I'll talk about the Chiefs all day long.
Yeah.
I'm so
you know, I guess I
happy.
can. Yeah.
I've been a Chiefs fan for a long time. I did a Chiefs episode yesterday.
Off the air. I'm like, with everyone I'm wearing. Yeah, well, I'll control my story, so.
Okay, so, Nicole, Bouncy House. I was thinking, like, isn't that good for, like...
It's huge, yeah.
Autistic
It's
kids?
therapeutic. So when
Right.
when Hunter's at occupational therapy, they put him on a swing, they put him on a trampoline, and it stimulates whatever kind of behavior.
Trampoline right there.
Yeah, so
My daughter loves it.
Oh, perfect. And it just kind of calms them down. So
Right.
she'll be able to add that to the event. Also with the know-how.
So is it the physical
yes,
things
it's the
that
physical. It's
calm
that
them
like
down, being able to use their body, or just...
the roller coaster feeling.
Does he talk?
Yeah.
So does he describe what's going on?
No,
All those things go on
So it's a 50.
afterwards
It's
or
like pulling
anything?
the lottery. If I wanted to say, "Hey Hunter," it's just, gosh, I try to post as many videos as I can on my Instagram to kind of just show who he is as like a, but
Human.
Yeah, you can't have a regular conversation. You can say, hey, Hannah, what did you do at school today? We made Groundhog Day masks, and I ate pizza, and I played on the playground. Hunter, what'd you do at school today? What'd you do at school today? Hunter, hey, what'd you do at school today? Hi, Mommy, I love you. Or whatever pops in his head. Did Woody do this? So, Hunter, did you have a good day at school? Yes or no? Yes.
So you have to give him like multiple answer fucking kind of
You
thing?
have to ask, yeah, most of the time
yes
it's yes or no.
or-
You can't ask him what he did yesterday. You can't ask him what he's doing tomorrow.
So have you found that Rain Man thing yet?
So he is Rain Man with letters, numbers, and music. So he's teaching
Really?
he's teaching himself how to play the keyboard right now. So he has a real keyboard and then he has a play keyboard. So there's this artist who I'm trying to get
What's the difference?
Well, the little play one is like a plastic one
okay,
versus
okay.
like a keyboard or
My daughter
whatever, a
has one,
Casio.
It's a cat face.
Yeah.
And his teeth
So
are the keys.
Oh, how cute is that? Oh, Target.
Yeah.
Yeah, Target, baby.
Oh my god, my wife has a Target card.
Yeah,
and
Target
I
will tell
just
you what
found
the hell
out
you
about
need,
it.
okay?
She's gonna hear that and fucking probably flip out.
It's funny.
Target is cool, man.
Yeah.
You know, I was having a bit in my stand-up about how all the cool things I grew up with are now like the shitty stores I grew up with.
Yes, that's
Star
so
Wars
funny.
is at Target, fucking Ninja Turtles,
Yep.
you know, all this shit's at fucking, and awesome shit.
Yep.
Cool Legos. I
Yeah.
like, dude, all the coolest shit is
Yep.
at fucking Target. When I was a kid, Target was shitty, like Gemco or
I
fucking,
agree,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? But now they have all the awesome stuff. And it's probably because we have the technology to make it easier, you know what I mean? But could
And
you
the design
imagine?
concept, yeah.
True, but could you imagine, like, they have a bike over there. I almost pulled the trigger on it just
Mm.
because, but it was a little kid's bike, but it was a stormtrooper bike.
Awesome.
So it had, like, all white around it, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta get that for my kid.
Dude, you have to. You're gonna love my
But-
artist I work. So my partner, my artist, he goes by East by DPT. His name's Jonathan. He does Star Wars art as well, and he's got this Boba Fett that he did like in pencil.
That's one of my favorite.
You have no idea, George. I'll have to pull his arm for it. But yeah, he's very, very talented, and he actually inspired this whole movement. I'm gonna jump around a little bit. Amuse. Yes, Amuse. So my artist, his name's Jonathan, and goes by
Jonathan what?
Serlin.
Jonathan
Serlin. He goes by
And
East by DPT now.
On
So we'll call him.
on ESPN.
On ESPN.
On,
I thought it was going to be
Instagram.
like a newscast, like, welcome back with Brittany Boss. You
Oh,
know?
no, I'm not that big yet. And you know what, even if, like...
No,
this-
growing up, I wanted to be an
Oh,
anchor.
I thought you meant
We're
something.
live on scene, George, talking about Amuse.
Type A personality, you can see that about yourself. Honestly, I always thought I was going to be something fucking musician.
We are.
WWF. I
Yes.
thought it was going to be the WWF.
Oh my
for
gosh,
a
I saw
while.
them live once.
Ugh. No, I love them, but I bet live. I don't understand how there's still a thing after the UFC.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Well, because
How is
it's
it?
people who don't have cable TV, which is like myself. I grew up with 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. You're either gonna watch The Simpsons, you're gonna watch WWE, you're gonna watch Seventh Heaven, you're gonna watch Boy Meets World, or you're gonna watch
Topanga!
I know. What's that one with the angel or something like that?
Touched by an
Touched
Angel.
by an Angel. Yes. Oh my
Highway
gosh.
to Heaven.
Nash Bridges. Okay, like that was what we grew up on. So of
Sheesh.
course they're gonna keep WWE on basic cable TV because that's what people watch, and that's their
No,
ticket.
I
That's
am
their
saying
outing.
I can't believe, like, I was huge in WWF when I was a kid.
Okay.
Before WWE.
Before WWE,
Hulk
right?
Hogan,
World
fucking
Foundation.
Undertaker, like
Yes.
Junkyard Dog. I'm talking about when I was a kid. I'm
Okay.
44. All right, I was born in 1975.
Gnarly.
So I'm talking 82,
Okay.
87. You know what I mean? And I remember getting in arguments, wholeheartedly believing it was real.
Yes. No, I know.
And people like telling you it's fake. And you're like, fuck you, it's not
It is
fake.
not
Did you
fake.
see him slam?
Do you believe
onto
Santa
the-
Claus, motherfucker?
Right, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
No.
when the UFC came along in like 92, 91, and I saw people get knocked the fuck out
Yeah.
for real and not get up and start waving their arms around and
Right.
get the crowd going
Correct.
like they did when Ultimate Warrior did it to
Right.
Hulk Hogan. I'm like, oh shit, my whole world just collapsed. And I'm like,
Really?
I've been doing the wrong shit. I
Yeah.
need to watch this from now on because this is the real fighting.
Right.
This is real.
Right.
You know, that's my art too.
Okay,
I'm
gosh.
gonna have to like glue things on there.
No, what's going on here? I love
This is my first
everything
show
you
with the
have. The
sign.
kids are obsessed with trolls. Hunter's obsessed with this pig lighter. He wants
So
me
look
to
at-
buy him a pig lighter from the gas station.
I had like 3 of those.
Okay,
in
so
Buellton.
I'm obsessed. I told all my. So I
That's
worked,
Chops, by the way.
Okay, Chop. What up, Chops?
Because-
He would call them evil Dr. Pork Chop.
So I got evil Dr. Boy. That's funny. I got in trouble for taking him to work
Oh shoot.
and taking pictures of him on
Next
the.
to the meat. Oh,
yeah.
no. Well,
So,
we're
like-
okay. Great minds think alike. I got you.
So I would like be chopping up pork chops and I would like have him in the frame.
Oh my god. Mo
Put him on a
Johnny!
mountain of fucking meat or
I
whatever.
love it.
But,
You gotta have it.
So I got in trouble
Controversy.
at work for doing that. But look, so I have Cooper.
Love it.
My daughter loves the trolls.
Love-
She was
yes.
Poppy for Halloween.
Yes.
Like, the whole 9 yards. But isn't it like blatantly racist that the only 4-legged troll has like he talks
He's the
black.
urban one.
He's
Yeah.
the black one.
Yeah,
And I was
definitely.
like, that's so fucking shitty. They
Yep.
make him walk on all 4s. And my wife's like, why do you think like that? Why do you think like that? I go, Google it.
Yep.
I bet you I'm not the only one to think that. And we Google it, and sure enough.
Oh my god, that's
the first
gnarly.
fucking 10 fucking things say, why are they making
That's crazy.
the rapper one walking off?
Yes.
I was like, dude, I know.
My favorite part is when
It's
they
obvious.
do. Yeah. They do every character to like a different demographic.
Part 2 coming out.
I'm obsessed.
They go on tour.
Yeah.
Totally. I think she's outgrown trolls a little.
It'll
she'll
come back.
better
They go in
never
waves.
outgrow
They go in
Tool.
waves.
Maybe they do. She's all into Despicable Me, like
Oh
Gru
yes.
right
Oh my
now,
gosh,
and
Hunter will
everybody.
sing that.
Oh really?
He's
okay.
his pitch. He's a singer. It's gnarly. So it's interesting though.
Have you got him like guitar lessons or anything, or have you showed him a bunch of different instruments?
Money. But I
True.
partnered.
So how do you
with
pick the piano though? Is what I'm saying.
Grandma and Grandpa. He'll hear. Okay, Trolls. Next time you watch it with them, right? Besides the lyrics.
It's possible I could watch it by
On
myself.
your own, right? Yes. After this Rice Krispie treat here, okay? So when you watch it, right? Besides the lyrics, they do.
Yeah, no. Justin Timberlake, dude, it's JT.
Thank you. The
Come
whole
on,
thing,
man. Anna Kendrick, she's a great singer.
Thank you. To the T, every single sound that it makes, he makes. So whether they're singing or whether it's the sound of the keyboard or the saxophone, like it's just
Really isn't key.
he's remarkably in
Wow.
key. It is so amazing to watch.
So when they get older, do their outbursts get
I
less?
hope. I don't know. They're only
You haven't
5.
asked
I still
somebody?
navigate. It's different with every person.
Yeah, that's true.
He could still beat me up
But
for the
that's
rest
still
of
not
my
something
life.
you
I still
ask-
don't know if he's gonna live with me after 18.
Do you have friends who are in this autism group? I'm sure you're like part of some group or something,
you know what's
right?
funny is
Do
people
they have
always
people
ask
who are
that.
older that live at home still?
Yes, there's half and half. So my stepbrothers still live at home.
Oh yeah, they do.
He
Okay.
works at
I
Knott's
forgot
Berry
about
Farm
him.
though. He graduated high school valedictorian after being nonverbal. So graduated valedictorian.
How do you give the speech, the
Oh,
valedictorian
so
speech?
he stopped being nonverbal. So he's autistic, right? They found out so he's nonverbal
That
till
would
like
be
5,
so
6.
funny.
He
He
started
just, like-
doing therapy, and all this therapy, he
He
grew.
started talking?
I don't want to say grew out of it. Yeah, he started fucking talking. So it's gnarly what all this does. So then he graduated valedictorian, and he now goes to Long Beach State, which he didn't get accepted.
Niners.
I don't know if I'm okay to talk about all this stuff but I'm not saying his name, so it's fine.
Sure.
But so he didn't get accepted as like
And
a
it's not like
typical person. He
the
had to
head of Long
reapply
Beach State is
as
listening to this.
atypical. Right, yeah. Well,
But
you
maybe
never-
they couldn't
you never
take
know.
it. You never know. Yeah,
You
you're
know,
right.
It's
You never
funny,
know.
George, with the connections that I have. Like, I may have like such a small following, but they are all pretty sick. Like, I think the mayor of Huntington
It's
Beach
not
is
where
going to
you're
show up to
at,
my
it's who
event.
you're with.
Oh, there you go. It's not where you're at.
It's
it's who
Dave
you're at.
Matthews Band lyric.
I love that. I live my life by lyrics. Like, I feel like
Dude, that's
everything
what. Okay,
is
so
relevant.
Brittany asked. Nicole asked me. Is like, hey, I want to get a podcast, blah blah. Blah. And I'd only done like 2 at the
Oh,
time.
no shit.
And maybe 3. And she goes, "We need to get me and my friend on there." And I was like, "All right, whatever." So then I forget. Oh, her bouncy house. I was talking about getting her bouncy house on here or something. So she sent me or told me about your Instagram. So I went on, looked on it, and one of the first things I saw was an atmosphere lyric.
Yes.
And
I'm just
atmosphere
a
is-
next door neighbor working hard and
Right.
trying to stay sober.
That's one of my trying to find a balance is one of my favorite
Yes.
atmosphere songs.
Oh my God, me
and
too.
I was like, oh shit. I don't know. I have never read that anyway. My wife loves fucking Atmosphere. She's a huge Atmosphere song a fan. So I was like, all right,
It's synchronicity. You're like,
I'm
we
gonna
can
fucking
talk.
hit this chick up.
I love
And
it.
I was like, I saw you mention something about autism. So that's what really wanted me to
Definitely.
get you on here and maybe talk about something and put it in a positive light or help people
Yeah.
understand it or whatever the fuck this can do.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like, oh, there's a purpose.
Yeah.
It's just not two chicks coming on here trying to
No,
fucking
not
talk
at
about
all.
some shit. You know
No,
what I mean?
and
Because that's probably what would happen if Nicole was here.
Yeah,
with
no,
you.
she would be, yeah.
Right.
But she's very serious about that foundation too. It's funny, she does a lot of my research. She
Okay.
does so much of my research. She does a lot of my social media. And the people that are just helping me from day, my boss. So I work at the fancy apartments. My boss, who's a lifestyle director, right? We put events
Did you get to live there?
No.
Oh.
I'm actually on the low income housing list. We'll see.
I would love to get
I'm
there.
like, hey, I'll shit where I eat if it's there. But so I met a lot of these.
We're in California. The cost of living
It's gnarly.
isn't
I know.
fucking even a fraction of what it is in all the between states.
Yeah.
New York and fucking California.
Mhm.
Everything in between, you can live like a king
Right.
on what we
And none
make
of us
here.
want to leave. But you know what?
Location,
I've researched
man.
a lot of different states. A lot
I
of
do
different
want to leave.
states
I want to get the
don't-
fuck out of here.
A lot of different states don't have the help that autistic people
Okay, you're
need.
right. And
Yeah.
you know what? We're looking.
No, for me, but we were looking to leave
You're
too.
right. You live where.
Everything is LGBTQ, like all the
Right.
like progressive shit. You know, my
Right.
kid's learning off a damn iPad, like big screen TV on the wall. I went to
It's
Norwood
also a
Elementary.
police state.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
It's also a huge police state. It's the second biggest
Good point.
union after Hollywood in the United States. It's
Yeah.
the Correctional Officers Union. So, on one point, we do have a lot of things going on in the state, but dude, a lot of the funding and a lot of the money they get to be this fucking state is coming from prisons, which there's 36 of them in this state alone, compared to 2 in Washington, fucking 3 in Oregon. Texas is like second, and they have 4. Like, dude.
So if someone were to research me now, I don't necessarily have to bring this up, but I am a
Then
real. Okay, good.
Talk about autism.
Okay,
That's
good.
where-
I'm like,
just saying, as
I
far as
agree with
being
you
in
because
the
there's the
state,
CIA, and that's where like the Bob
The
Barker
coast-
Foundation.
right. The coast only means so much
Right.
when it comes to fucking being pulled over and having a little bit of fucking coke because you fucking hung out with some chick or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Little mistakes count so much in this state. Little fucking things that would just get thrown out in other states mean so much because so much of the state is built on money from prisons and
Right.
jails and court and
Right.
lawsuits and all of that. So I do get that we're in one of the best fucking beautiful states in this country. I get it. I live in Half Moon Bay. It's one
Yeah.
of the most beautiful places I've ever been in.
Yeah.
It's just fuck, man. They got us on
They-
such
they're
a
in
tight
everyone's
leash,
pockets,
and it's
I
weird
know.
because we're such liberals and we're so fucking free with everything, but we have to hide it.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know, everything, and that's why it's so weird because you can say like, it was so weird for a long time. No one smoked. Would admit smoking weed was cool.
Oh totally.
And now everybody either smokes it or is investing money in it.
Yeah, definitely. And to my next point too about autism.
Oh,
I've
does
had-
that work? CBD oil
So
work
yeah,
on,
I'm trialing it right
autism?
now. So Native, we're using the Native brand. She's this amazing. I met her through eSpy. So what I'm doing now is he tried Adderall, he tried guanfacine. So he tried a stimulant, he tried a
At whose,
non-stimulant. My son, Hunter.
No. I know. At whose suggestion?
You know what?
Do your
My
doctors- do you have
own.
a-
So my doctor is very awesome. She can't technically give me the advice to say yes, go try CBD.
Right.
But
Right,
she's
right,
like,
right,
look,
right.
I'm a real person too. And if this prescription crap ain't working, go do that on your own
Right.
and tell me how it works so I can help another family.
Right.
Because she's just open to
Too bad
like,
she wasn't in that ER.
I know, right? So I
Well, no,
haven't
because then you probably wouldn't be doing this foundation,
exactly. Oh, that's so true. God, everything happens for a reason.
right?
So
Fuck those people.
no, fuck
Assholes
people.
have a
Fuck that
purpose
bull.
too.
Oh my god. And we'll live forever.
Hashtag assholes have a purpose.
I love it. Oh my gosh. God, you always get me lost. I don't know what I was saying.
Always. We've only been
I'm
talking
like,
for fucking 22.
lost a lot.
No, we were talking about. Fuck, I'm lost too now.
I know.
No, so autism
Yeah.
and.
That thing? Oh, the doctor and
Yeah,
CBD.
CBD oil. Good
Okay,
call, good call.
so I had him on. So with his behaviors, his erratic
Right.
unpredictable, impulsive, aggressive behavior.
Is it oils? Are you using tinctures?
No, I'm using a tincture.
Okay, yeah.
So I took him off prescription pills. Tried that for about a year.
What are some of the prescriptions they
Adderall.
told you to get? Okay.
And
really?
At fucking 4 years old.
I thought I heard you say that.
Yeah,
but
at
that
like
seems
4 years old, bro. Adderall, dude. And I'm like, all right, you guys fucking
Sam
know.
Kinison OD'd on that a couple times? Like,
No, I did not.
He would take Adderall and fucking do comedy and coke and fuck.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's the best, you know.
I mean, maybe. But I'm just saying, like, they're giving that to kids and what, like, super low dose?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say 10 milligrams he had a day. So 10 milligrams of Adderall. And then I have to like sprinkle it on his. It was just. It felt like I was doing like racking up lines of coke for my kid in the morning as I put it on his food, bro. Because I'm literally racking up these lines of Adderall to put in his food and his milk. Right. And it was just this like shattering like feeling. So I didn't like how he acted on. I mean, I give it a trial. You know, you don't know what the fuck to do with this autism thing. So you're like, I'm gonna take guidance and advice from everyone, and then kind of navigate my own feelings through that.
Right.
And my own kid. So took him off the medication, and then I had him on nothing, and I was like, you know what? He's still super, like, he looks uncomfortably hyper, to where it's like he probably doesn't want to be moving around. But so anyway, I started doing the tincture drops, like 0.5 little tinctures, and in his milk in the morning, or his almond milk, whatever the hell, and it seems to be doing well.
Really?
So yeah, I actually spoke with his teacher this morning.
How long before you started noticing difference?
Like, dude, he was chill after he drank the first cup of milk.
Really?
Yeah, and it wasn't a Stony because I've accidentally given him THC before, okay? I fucking bought the wrong shit, and it was CBD and THC. He took a bite of a cookie. He got all white, and he was like, oh my God, I want to go home. I got in the bathtub with him. I'm like, fuck, I got my kid high. I mean, it's scary. You don't know, but you're just trying to help him.
Yeah. Totally. Had you already given him regular CBD before that? So you knew?
No, that THC instance was like 2 years ago. And then I was too afraid to try it again. Because I fucked up, right? So then I was like, all right, I'll do the Adderall, I'll do the shit from the doctor, right? From the corporations and shit. And then I was just, it's just my gut I was like, fuck this. I'm going to change his diet. I mean, you don't know until you try. I've always learned shit the hard way, and I'm just jumping feet first and just doing what feels right.
And that's the thing. You don't know until you try. But the thing about being a parent is now I've tried those things so I can make sure that my kid doesn't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's one thing that I totally try to stress with Teresa is I don't want to let her touch the fire because I've touched the fire. It's already hot.
Oh, funny.
So I'm always trying to stop things. Like I'm there everywhere.
I'm at the jungle gym when they're climbing the ladder because I would be the person to fall off.
I'm climbing up. That's so funny you just said jungle gym because that was in my head. So I can get the danger of fucking maybe possibly hurting your kid with THC. Like, I don't know what I would do if fucking Rogue said she was hot and all that. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
That would turn me off to maybe trying to.
Okay, so then I was like, all right, I'll listen to these doctors, and I did that, and I'm like, fuck, he's just getting so. There's pros and cons to it, so I played it out, and I go, you know what? One day I was like, fuck this. Like 3 months ago, I took him off, and then East by was like, here, go to Native. They gave me this free tincture, and I've been doing that now for a month, and it's fine. So his IEP, right? Individual Education Program, which is what each child with special needs gets at every school. So we actually go to school like 4 or 5 miles. Like we're not in the little we're in the district, but we're not supposed to go to the school we go to. We're supposed to go to this other school, right? But because he has special needs, they send him to that school to cater to his needs. He's a runner. They have deadbolts on all these damn gates for my kid. And so
good.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I'm going to jump around a bit, but the school does such a great job of the special needs education and integrating the younger kids with special needs and stuff.
Right.
But then in the community, there's lack thereof. Like Albertsons will hire special needs, people with special needs. Knott's Berry Farm, my stepbrother works there. However, if we go to the street fair, if I go to the strawberry festival, if I go to the OC fair, if I go to a car show. Farmer's market. There's nothing there for us. And
so let me ask you this. Do you think that there's nothing there yet at those places? Because there's in some places.
Some, exactly.
There's not in all. Now, is it just because not enough people have autism?
I think no one has thought of it yet. I think this is a big feat to take on because ultimately, George, I want to take this to Congress.
Because there's wheelchair ramps everywhere.
Thank you. And you don't stare at someone in a wheelchair, but we get stared at if my son's having a meltdown.
I stare at people in wheelchairs all the time.
Okay, I love it. Okay.
You don't?
You know.
Don't fucking lie. You totally want to know why they're in that chair.
Oh my gosh. So
I totally understand. I just don't make it obvious.
Exactly.
But I've worked in gyms for like a long time, so I'm really good at like angles and making it look at mirrors and shit.
Yes.
I can totally see people staring at me.
But so I feel like there's a gap, and I feel like there are people, especially there is that demographic or that group of people that are just not being addressed. So when you get hired on somewhere, you have to learn about.
So is Amuse only for
autism? No.
Autism?
We're Amuse for autism. So my son's Amuse for autism, and you can identify behaviors of autism. However, there's people with cerebral palsy. I don't know what the fuck that looks like.
Okay, so that was my next question.
Yeah. So I want to bring them all in because there's people that need these type of.
But.
Tell me.
I get that you want to fucking help everybody.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't bite off more than I could chew.
No, not that. But let me throw this analogy at you. A farming analogy.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a thing called the pinwheel farming.
Okay.
It's pinwheel grazing. So what you do is you make a big pinwheel, a big circle, all right, out of your fucking fence, and then you pie it off. You know what I mean? You make sections. Yeah. So you keep your cattle in this section for fucking 3 days. Then they go. You put them in this section. While they're in that section, the last section they were just in, you put the chickens and the sheep.
Okay.
And then that one goes away. So my point is, the chicken and sheep are cool. The pigs and sheep are cool together.
Right.
But the cows and the pigs aren't cool together.
So then that would mean we have multiple portable trailers.
You know what I mean? Can you mix
autism
and with cerebral palsy and Down syndrome? Can you just Down syndrome and cerebral palsy?
And with the trained ABA therapist, they will be able to also help me with that because I'm only a mom of a child with autism who's experiencing what we don't have. And if I don't have it, I know there's someone else that doesn't have it.
Right.
So that's a great point. But then I'll just buy another fucking trailer. So these people can have dim lights. These people, all right. Ouya kush. It's gonna happen.
Well, when you look for schools for your kid, or when you look for things that you can do with your kid, are other kids with disabilities fucking a factor?
No. So like I said, so there's this thing called the Touch a Truck event in Long Beach, which we go to.
Touch a Truck.
Right, and they have big rigs, trash trucks, buses, tanks, and you go and you can fucking sit on it and take pictures, and it's awesome, right? It's a community thing, and they're raising money to give whatever. You bring a food drive, like it's free, whatever. However, they said, if you have autism or special needs, come an hour early. But that still didn't take away.
So that you guys can have the park to yourself?
So to speak, right? That's the idea. You can have a sensory.
Cool.
Yeah. I still couldn't get my kid out of the parking lot.
Because of them or because of him?
Because of my son's meltdown. But if my Amuse was there, if it's not their fault. But if I was one person, maybe there's another person who has meltdowns, right? So if there was that shuttle service that I provide.
So is him not being able to
we got him in there. I picked him up.
What was making him freak out?
I really don't know because he can't tell me, but it's when we're in the parking lot.
Right.
And he sees it, and I think it's the anticipation.
So you think if a ride from your car to the door would be
and I've tried just dropping people off at the front, right? But a lot of times it's just me, mind you, because people don't want to come and experience it. It's not fun for them. You can't just drop them
off and fucking say stay here.
Yeah, whereas with Hannah, I probably could.
Right.
So that's and no one wants to come with me, right? So that's my whole thing is like I'm doing this on my own. What about all the other single moms out there?
Yeah.
So because you have more than one child and the other ones don't have special needs, you don't get to go to shit? That's not cool.
Right.
And then if you're working with the regional center, it takes 3 weeks to try to get an outing approved, and then it's just fucked.
Yeah.
Like, I want to look on Facebook and be like, oh my god, there's a Japanese festival and there's drinks there. Let's go to Huntington Beach Central Park.
Are you super surprised that nothing like this exists?
There's nothing. And I search every weekend, and the only thing they let you do is come in 30 minutes early or whatever, and that does not help while I'm there.
Right.
I want people to experience it. So when you check out a therapist, you go over the commands, like we were talking about dog training. Oh, my dog doesn't do down, he does lay. My dog doesn't do stop, he does wait. Right? You go over the commands.
You know what just occurred to me? Yeah, you know what just occurred to me? Maybe if autistic kids or people or kids with disabilities got to do more normal things, maybe they would get used to things and not have so many hours.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Maybe because he can't be around people and he can't fucking go to places that everybody else is going. He's seeing on TV he's fucking
Yep.
hearing about people go
Yep.
to, and he can't go.
Yep.
Not because he understands that, mom's gonna have a fucking shitty time doing it.
Right. Which, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
maybe you're right. Maybe if we could do the things that
just experience equality.
Experience is more.
Experience equality, and
Just
like I
experience
said,
life.
as
It
a
doesn't
mom
have to
with
be
special
equality.
needs,
Or
right?
Quality.
Yeah,
It
just
doesn't
life.
have
Yeah.
just life. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Mediocre. Fucking.
Definitely.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So like the park. Am I going to the park? Like the park costs nothing, and it's
So
a
the
normal.
park is a problem because everything's hard.
He's a runner.
He's a runner.
He runs,
So a
George.
fenced-in park.
Like if I'm lucky,
Yeah.
it's just, and sometimes he's not. Sometimes
Have you thought about baseball fields?
I've tried everything, dude.
Okay.
I promise you, I've tried.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just,
I hear you. I hear you.
And sometimes he does.
And I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying.
Oh
to
no,
give
you're
you
good. I love all that
thing
because there
you
are
have
going to be the
about-
people. You have to have a devil's advocate. You have to
Right,
poke
right,
at
right,
every
right.
side of it because there's sides.
Well, no, I know baseball fields are fucking fenced in.
But I'm running across the motherfucking baseball
what?
fields with my other twin daughter though, trailing
He's only
behind.
gonna get like 360 yards.
Boy, I'll
Let him
bring
hit
it.
the fence.
I will take you out with us, okay?
Dude, let him hit the fucking, pull the fucking gate. You know what? Like Angel Stadium should have a fucking autism. Just
Right.
let the kids run around the fucking
Right.
stadium. Who
Yeah.
gives a fuck?
It's gnarly. So yeah, so with that being said, I really just want to bring that. So I feel like with my whole team, I can bring an event where it's friendly for all types.
Right.
Whatever politically
Man,
correct
that
that
would
way
be cool. You
is to
can go
say.
to the beach and set up like a fucking barrier.
Exactly.
An enclosure.
Thank you, exactly. And so with the Congress bill thing I want, so when you get hired on somewhere, you have to learn about sexual harassment. You have to learn about all the policies and codes of that company or place.
My stomach just went, ugh, sexual
Oh, sorry.
harassment.
I know, oh, sorry.
Not that it just like fucking. I'm just
It's
kidding.
true though, right? And you have to learn about LGBTQ community or whatever. You should learn about.
If anything, I've been sexually harassed.
How fun. You're like, let's just mark that down. But you learn about all those things. You should have to learn about special needs and visibilities of special needs or lack thereof visibilities and be able to identify behaviors on how to approach. So, I promised I wouldn't say their name, but I'm going to. The Donuttery. I love them. I'm all about spreading
Donuttery?
kindness. Yeah, they're amazing.
What is
They're
that?
delicious. It's a fancy schmancy donut shop in Huntington Beach. I'm not putting them down. I still frequent there. I still give them my money because we love it. However, sparked my fire again. My son's behaviors are running. He doesn't sit still. So we're in line. He's wanting to run. And people will fucking just let you.
Okay, wait a minute. His thing's running.
Yes. Like he can't
You
sit
said
still.
every autism has a different
Different.
tick.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there a percentage
I
of
have
them
no
that
clue.
are runners?
That's a
Because
good
what I'm
question.
saying is, how can an establishment
Mm-hmm.
cater towards every
So some people
tick?
right, but it's kind of, you're so correct on that. There's like,
I'm just trying to think of it as a business owner. If
Yeah.
I was a business owner, I'm trying to be the cool guy. And I do want to help everybody.
Right.
And I do want to fucking be cool
Right.
and let people who normally can't get out come to my spot.
right.
How can I make something that
So
is
I
good
would
for
come
everybody?
express that to you. You
What
don't
would be
change
a
a
solution?
thing.
What would be the solution to you?
So the solution would just be, so I would come provide like a little class, slideshow, bring my kid examples.
No. Your kid's a runner. What would be your solution for
You
runners?
know what, miss? I see that, is it okay, miss?
What can I do to my restaurant?
So to your restaurant, leave it alone, right? If you notice a behavior, I'm standing in line, you notice my kid's running. Excuse me, miss, I'm gonna go ahead and take your order at your car. If it's easier for you,
Oh, okay,
is
cool.
that okay for me to approach you like that? I
That's
noticed
way
you might be-
simpler than what I was thinking. I
Yeah.
was thinking like wrestling mats on the wall
No,
and shit.
no, you might be experiencing behaviors. Am I wrong in that? It's all about approach.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get mom
That's a
shamed.
super easy
Yeah,
solution.
go to your car. You don't lose your place in line, and it's that easy, right? So my point was, a gentleman with
Oh,
Downs.
that's a good idea.
A gentleman with Downs walked in behind us. Now we'd already been waiting for two people in front of us. I'm literally holding him.
Right.
I'm wrestling a fucking alligator.
Right,
okay.
right.
To keep my place in line. I'm by myself with him.
Right.
You think people would be like, "Oh, can I just help you?" No, but
Yeah.
I don't
Or
expect
go
that.
before
Right.
me.
Thank you. I don't
Right,
expect
yeah.
that. That's okay. However, a child with Downs walked in where you could visually see.
Right.
He was calm as can fucking be, smarter than a.
Visually, your kid looks like he's just being a dick.
Thank
Their
you.
kid.
So some guy comes
Right,
out of the
right,
woodwork
right.
from the back and goes to the mom, "Can I help you?" And they get fucking assisted before us.
God, doesn't it feel weird?
And I wanted to be like, my special needs is more than that one, but I didn't. I just stayed quiet.
I was gonna say, doesn't it feel a little
you know,
weird being
like,
mad at a kid?
yes, chastise over what special needs is like takes priority, but that just triggered me. I'm like, he didn't fucking notice the behavior.
Right.
So I get like, so it's bigger than it
That's
seems.
a good point, man. I never thought about that. I never thought about just visual disabilities.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of ones you can't see.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
And you don't know what that mom's going through. So my neighbors.
Yeah. Have you ever heard Louis C.K. stand up?
No.
Where he's like talking about a baby on the plane crying.
Okay, shit.
And like he's just like looking at her and he sees the guy next to him. I'm probably butchering this.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying it verbatim, but the gist of it is how people are mad at the mom.
Yes.
And he's just like, the mom's just like, Jesus Christ, like, you think I wouldn't want this baby to stop crying? Like, you think I'm cool with this? Like,
yes, George,
you know
that's my point exactly.
Yeah, totally.
So
I think it was on Chewed Up.
And I'm not perfect, right? So when I take them out into the community, it's fucking exhausting.
But that's why I always, when I take my daughter out and she freaks out, like I tell her, go louder.
Yeah.
Get louder.
Oh,
Fucking let it out of her system. Fucking do it. I don't give a fuck who's around me. Because I know that she doesn't give a fuck either.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know who's around her. She doesn't know it's supposed
what
to be
humility
quiet.
Is. Yeah.
Right. Good point. She doesn't know what embarrassment is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to think that they're going to respond to people being shitty, right? Being like, around them.
Right.
Puts that mom, God, my voice is super
Yes, no,
hoarse
you're
now.
so right. It just puts so much stress on us in that moment.
Because now not only do I got to worry about my kid, I got to worry about everyone around me thinks.
And I'm like, sometimes I'll say out loud, Hannah, good job helping out with your autistic brother.
God,
another
so
autistic
embarrassed if I
meltdown.
heard that.
Excuse us, everybody. Yep, that was my son who pulled the fire alarm last weekend at the Arts and Crafts Day. I did. I was like, hi, are you staring at me? Good to meet you. It's autism. I do, because it's like people mom shame the shit out of you, and one could be like, oh, don't worry about it, just brush it off. It's like, no, in that fucking moment, you're heated, you're embarrassed, you're hot, you're sweaty, you're trying not to fucking cuss, you're trying not to lose your shit, you're like, first and then this, and then you're Hannah, your other child who doesn't have autism, who's just being a DI, you're like, can't you pick another time to be like a regular child right now? Can you just be 13 years old and like be on top of your shit right now? And she's 5, and normally she is, but it's very, to have one of each is super, it's challenging, it's great.
Dude, you, wow, man.
Okay, so reggae at the beach,
You gotta
right? All this shit
so
that
much stress,
twins, dude.
Alone.
That's why I want to bring these events, because I miss out on everything. I want to go see funk music. I want to go see reggae. I want to go to the Offspring event on Dahomey Beach.
Think about what
I could have taken Hannah.
I
could have taken Hannah if I had 2 typical children. I could go to that stuff, but I can't. Because to pay for a babysitter for a child with autism, plus the cost of the ticket, plus it's just fucking ridiculous. So I'm like, I'm going to bring these motherfuckers to me. So anyway, Diamond Ortiz, shout out. My kid loves funk music. Hopefully he'll perform. But we have a list of vendors.
Okay, so let's get to the fucking business, all right?
Yeah.
So you have this fucking foundation?
Yes,
or you
Amuse Foundation.
Amuse Foundation.
Yes.
And you're trying to get... So what's your fundraiser?
So my fundraiser event.
When is it? Where is it? Who the fuck is there? What the fuck's going on with it?
So currently we're still booking people for the roster. However, it's going to be at Pacific City, which is downtown Huntington Beach in California. Saturday.
Downtown HB where? What streets?
Goodness gracious. 5th and...
Google it.
No.
Keep talking and Google it.
It's 1st,
5th,
yeah.
and what, 1st?
Hold on. 1st and PCH is Pacific City. Hold on. 1st and PCH is Pacific
So
City.
you have this spot. Is it like a restaurant? Is it a fucking
It is a big venue space, like overlooking the water. Like,
what's the capacity? Like how many people?
We're hoping, so it's like, she just asked me that today, and I'm like, with as many like musical guests, the owner of Pacific City.
Oh, okay.
So she's giving me the venue on a very big discount, which is amazing. Right. Pretty much
for a good cause.
Yeah, it's a great cause. Everyone is donating.
Probably if she didn't have to pay the electric bill, she'd let you use it for free.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Totally. Yeah. So all of our vendors.
I had this really good friend. He's rich, Stu Gildred. He's not like a really really good friend, but he's a friend. He's fucking super wealthy.
Oh, wow.
So the Stu Gildred YMCA was his dad.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, he
donated
$3 million to get that made.
Wow.
And I used to train him, and kind of party with them.
Holy crap!
And, but he told me, I go, dude, you got a gang of firewood, man. Let me grab some for my fireplace. I was going to his house to train him.
Oh, shoot.
And he goes, dude, you can cut wood, all the wood you want, you can have it. I go, dude, you got fucking a whole wall full of wood. Let me just grab some, dude. I got a little place. He goes, listen, I'm down with fucking helping people. I'm not down with fucking giving them things.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
I'll fucking help you all day long. There's all the wood you want to chop. There's an axe. There's a fucking place to do it. Go chop the wood.
Yep.
So when people do things for you, but I need to charge you at least what I'm going to get charged to have this thing here.
Yep.
I totally get it.
Yeah,
so
me too. I'm
totally
so
get
grateful.
That. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? This spot alone is
Right. So I understand that it's for a good cause, but she still has to cover her shit.
Her business side, totally.
So, and like I said, I'm saying this for Rogue too. I want her to understand life and balance and everything.
Definitely.
So
yeah, I agree.
She's giving you the spot. It's the Palace.
Pacific City.
Pacific City.
So Pacific City in Huntington Beach. It's going to be on the second.
It's
just a pop-up shop.
It's just a venue.
So it's a venue, and you'll be overlooking the water in Huntington Beach.
So direct. It's on PCH.
It's on PCH. Okay. Direct vision of Ruby's and the sunset, Catalina, like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
dang, that's like right
pretty
there.
Dope. Yeah, it's like right there.
Do you ever go to second floor?
Second floor. Oh, have I been to second floor? Oh yeah.
Although, okay.
That's
I love that spot.
Yeah,
Hurricanes.
Yeah, I frequent. I'm very well known down there. Hi everybody.
Okay. I haven't been in years, but those were two spots. It's like
I love Hurricanes dance.
I love the art at fucking second floor.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
Pacific City.
Pacific City.
And it's a little bit more upscale than old school downtown. So it's a little bit more modern design scale. So it's just kind of like it's really nice. It's really I would say what's the right word? Granola, like organic, and it's it's just kind of
bougie.
Like progression. Thank you for saying fucking bougie. It's
bougie.
Down to earth, yes, we love it though.
Montecito.
Best edition of Huntington Beach in a really long time.
Yeah.
So anyway, the venue's gonna be second floor overlooking the water. We have Lemonade, the restaurant Lemonade. So they actually already are at Pacific City, but they're gonna. It's just called Lemonade. They serve lemonade and like sandwiches and salads and stuff. They actually work with their own Autism Foundation.
Really good.
It's really good.
Good enough to name the restaurant after it.
Delicious. Yeah, so I love their meatballs too.
Do you remember hot dog on a stick?
That was my favorite ever. Yes, food court baby.
Orange Julius.
Yep. No,
get Orange Julius and stare at the fucking hot chicks wearing the dumbass hats.
West Covina Mall and a hot dog on a stick. Yeah.
But they had good lemonade.
Yeah, it was bomb.
Yeah,
it was very tart. So we'll have them vending.
Do they?
They work with
just make hot dogs or something, or what's that lemonade? What do you serve?
Like bougie sandwiches. They have meatballs. They have like stuff like that.
Have you ever been in Knollwoods?
No, what's that?
It's in Santa Ana Canyon and Imperial Highway in Anaheim Hills.
Okay, no.
It's right by the 91. Knollwoods restaurant. So they have a fucking picture there on the fucking wall of where Santa Ana Canyon was a dirt road.
Oh,
Orange
wow.
County. There were stagecoaches and shit.
Oh, wow.
And so there was a Knollwoods there.
Oh, that's so dope.
But they're super famous for their burgers and their lemonade.
Oh, how funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their lemonade's super good, man.
Yeah, it's really delicious. I mean, I get it every time I go, so it's
when
good.
I think lemonade, I think Knollwoods.
Okay.
But lemonade in Huntington Beach?
Yes.
They're catering.
Okay. We're also have booked Jade on the Water from Long Beach. My friend is the head chef there.
So that's a restaurant?
It's a restaurant, yeah. So like sushi, seafood,
shit, man.
bistro.
You fucking got this shit going.
Yes, and then I also have, he's got a side catering business, so he does Duval's Dishes.
So you got these 3 people so far.
And I'm not done yet. But
yeah. Just on
the kindness of their heart.
That's fucking dope.
To do it, yeah.
Okay.
I'm super happy. And then Duran and Amigos Food, they're from LA. So because I'm half LA, half Orange County.
Duran and Domingo.
Duran and Amigos.
Duran and Amigos.
Yes,
okay.
And it's an amazing
so Duran
family.
And the guys?
Duran is his last name, and
That's,
Amigos. Duran. Yeah, okay.
No, Duran and the Amigos, so it'd be just Duran and the guys. Like
yeah,
guys.
Duran and Friends. Yeah, Duran and the Friends. Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Amigos, Friends. You're right.
Yeah. So I met him through East by, which is the artist as well, which I'll get to how I met him in a minute, which is how we started the whole foundation to start with. But so I've got all these amazing chefs doing it for free. And then we have
I just sounded so fucking pretentious right now. Like I was like, oh, because I speak Spanish, I know.
No, you're good.
Guys.
You did not.
No, I was. Because I can talk and then think about what I just said
Yeah.
5 seconds ago at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm just like,
It just clicked.
Yeah, I sound like such a douchebag.
No.
I'm gonna hear this later on and be like, oh, what a dick.
You're
I was right
hilarious.
there.
But so I have them donating their time, their food. I don't want to say who I'm talking with because they haven't said yes yet, so I'll just
Right,
say yes
and
and
then
the
it'll
people
kinda
have
put them on the
confirmed.
spot.
Yeah. But a few rock stars of tomorrow. Michael Anderson, he's this amazing person I met through connections at work, and he
Michael
also,
Anderson?
Yes.
Mike Anderson?
with Rock Stars of Tomorrow. Yeah.
I know a kid named Mike Anderson, man, and his mom used to own gyms.
I'm not sure, but he works with a lot of music
Kids?
producers
Nice.
in that scene. Yeah, he's older. He's
Oh, I'm
your
sure
age.
Mike Anderson is a fucking common name.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying that's the only other Mike Anderson I've
Yeah,
ever known.
totally. And so he's going to be providing us with some musical artists, and one of the artists actually is a young autistic boy.
Oh, really?
So,
What
yeah.
instrument does he play?
Guitar and singing, I believe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'll have musical artists. I have a friend that I grew up with who's made it big. He's got like, when I say made it big, it's like they've got their own following and they're doing their shit and they're following their dreams.
What do you mean following?
On Instagram,
Okay.
so if they book their thing, they're going to have their own fans, so I'm really just trying to keep it community and people who have been there for me or been in my life, and he's a local
Or are affected by autism?
or affected by autism, exactly.
Right.
Which everyone is in
You know
some
what?
way, whether they know it or not.
I gotta fucking piss. It's so
No, you're
bad.
good, you're good.
I'm gonna pause this real quick.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay, I'm back from the bathroom. So you have all these people you've been talking to, you have things going on.
Yes, we have food vendors, we have musical guest artists, which to be announced,
Right.
to be announced. And then we have our live muralists. So we have professional muralists. I mentioned before East by DPT and his team of.
So they're gonna be there.
They're gonna
making
be
a
there
mural?
live
Wow.
art, making a mural, live art on
Of
a smaller
the
scale.
place, or just of their own thing? Just,
Their own thing.
just
They're gonna
art being made.
Yep, art
Okay.
being made. They're gonna provide, there's gonna be a raffle. So all of Huntington Beach and local communities are donating hair salon gift certificates, food gift certificates, music lessons, so on and so forth. So your ticket.
How the fuck did you get all this? Like, how did
People
you do
love
that?
me, dude. I
How long have you been planning this?
16 weeks.
Holy shit. 16 weeks.
Yeah,
so
16 weeks ago, I went to Los Angeles
4
meeting
months?
of styles.
5 months?
4 months.
4
Which
months?
planning maybe
More.
a month.
4 months is 12.
16 weeks is 4 months. I know this.
Okay.
16 weeks is 4 months. Okay.
16 weeks.
120 days.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
So.
I've never counted weeks. You're right. I was counting months. Days. You're right. So it's 4 months.
4 months ago in September, my daughter and I went to the Meeting of Styles in K-Town Walls, Los Angeles
What's that?
project.
The meaning of styles?
So it's in Los Angeles, and it's a mural project. East by DPT founded this project that gives back to the communities. Off Pico and the Pico Union in Los Angeles, right by the Staples Center, right? It's not the best neighborhood. There's graffiti, there's gangs active, and so what he's done is over 300 walls he has in Los Angeles. He's created beautiful, positive murals. Him and his artists. And so he
What's
had
his name?
East by DPT, ESPY_DPT_ZNC.
Oh.
So those two
that's
last things are his crew. So East by, which means like at a glance, and then
In what language?
fucking Latin, I guess. I don't know.
East by?
East by, ESPY.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like from at a glance,
East by.
which is like play on
Okay.
words because he's a muralist and stuff.
Right.
So they're a part of our. We're gonna give back to the community. We're gonna give the communities murals. So Huntington Beach has got this bougie design concept, right? Well, there's a lot of privately owned businesses as you get more inland into HB and into Westminster, Fountain
Right.
Valley, that aren't as pretty. So we're gonna provide murals.
Yeah, once you get to like Balsa, and like all that shit,
Thank
it's
you.
pretty ghetto.
We're gonna provide murals to those small businesses that can't keep up, and that's how we're gonna give back. And we're gonna make those mini paint
Wow.
days. So we're bringing the community out for mini paint days. Bring the therapists out, so we'll have little mini events there. So we're actually doing 2 murals scheduled. Yeah. So
Where?
Newland in Atlanta, the Landmark Liquor Store, and Warner and Golden West, the little liquor store there.
Newland in Atlanta.
That big ass liquor store, yeah, it's a huge establishment. It's been there forever. It literally is a
Oh
landmark.
yeah.
Right
Dude,
by-
okay, so I used to do
Tumbleweed.
comedy
Okay.
at the Amazing Comedy Theater, and Newland is man, it was like Huntington, like
Yeah.
right by
Yep.
no, off Huntington.
Yeah.
And where is but I feel like I drove past that liquor store.
It's huge, yeah. So it'll be a really nice thing for the community. I'm talking with all the city officials. I mean, everyone that I need to be speaking with, I've got contacted too. So I'm very grateful for that.
Is Huntington pretty easy to work with? The city?
Yeah, they're great. I'm working with the permit lady now. I met the building code enforcer guy. I play softball with someone who's best friends with the city engineer.
What kind of permits do you need?
So for that particular establishment, I need to shut down the sidewalk because of how the wall is adjacent. There's bushes in front of the wall, so I need a boom crane. Okay. The other location, I really don't need.
What artist do you have doing that one?
East by is our art
he's
director.
Doing both those?
So yeah, he's gonna be on probably almost every mural, but he has a team, so he'll decide which artist is best fit for that design concept, for that owner, for that place, for that
You ever been to San Diego?
Yeah.
You ever seen like all their mailboxes are painted?
Yeah, so are ours in Huntington now too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're trying to.
RCD too.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's really cool. That's dope.
But they had a lot of like light. And I know a lot of cities are doing that now, but I remember San Diego a long, long time ago. They were like one of the first cities I've seen do that. And San Luis Obispo. Definitely. It's always beach communities. Beach communities are always the fucking coolest.
They're always chiller, yeah.
Totally, man.
So he started that in Los Angeles with, and he's in the
they
paper
have
and everything.
Mother Nature
right
in their fucking face all the time.
Yeah.
The ocean's a motherfucker.
But our biggest goal is to just provide an event or, help at an event that will include people with special needs. And their families, and really just provide that support on a smaller scale, before going to Congress and asking them to implement that bill. So art, music, and kindness are all universal languages. Whether you're nonverbal, whether you speak, whether you say the same thing over and over, whether you're,
So let me ask you this. So let's say this goes on and it fucking is a huge success, and you get to do a couple more of these, and you start doing. So I was just thinking in my head, like, Huntington Beach, if you were to make an ad about it, it'd be like Huntington Beach at the forefront. Would you want it to say autism, or would you want it to say
amuse?
What?
I would just say amuse, advocating while maintaining unity with special needs in everyone.
So
yes. M,
maintaining. Unity.
With special needs.
With special needs?
Well, you're going to throw that in there.
Needs. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
And everyone.
And E?
Everyone.
And everyone. Okay. So, A.
Advocating while maintaining unity with special needs in everyone.
Okay.
And special needs is that umbrella. So my logo says Amuse for Autism.
You have a logo?
Working on the logo, but on my little letterhead, it's Amuse for Autism. My hashtag is Amuse for Autism.
So if people are listening to this and they want to go to this thing,
so they're gonna go to I'm gonna make
music. He says music, food, sushi, restaurant, catering.
Advocating speakers, so people who have autism, people who are doctors of autism. So everything autism. The fire department's gonna go. I'm friends with the local fire department guys.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's.
I was a PT instructor at Fire Academy.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Santa Barbara.
Yeah, everyone's coming together. So I need to make an Eventbrite. So I will be making an Eventbrite.
Okay.
And it'll probably be a $25 purchase. With that way, I know how many are coming because that's huge to the venue.
Of course.
With that ticket, you automatically get entered into the raffle, as well as experiencing all the free food, all the free beer and wine. The raffle, you're gonna get sports memorabilia autographed. You're gonna get all over the Huntington Beach community, local communities, food establishments.
Could be new shit too, because you have some stuff that's to be announced. Right?
I have a walker I'm giving away because some medical off Gothard and Heil, this little medical store is like, oh, Delilicious donated. Here's this walker. Someone with special needs needs a walker. So I mean, people all over the community just want to help.
Medical equipment is not cheap.
Okay, thank you. I've got this little back pillow.
Is fucking expensive.
So in the raffle will be hair salon, gift cards to different food establishments, music lessons, local businesses everywhere giving back, and $25 is worth it because going to eat at Delilicious at lunch costs you $20.
And they're catering it?
And they're catering.
Delilicious
isn't catering, but she gave us a gift card for the raffle.
Oh, okay.
So $25 will get you, and then you can buy more tickets there. So $25 is going to get you food, beer and wine. It's going to get you fun times listening to music. You get to see art. There's going to be a lot of famous artists there. Like their art's going to be raffled off. There'll be silent auctions.
What's up with the stuff that they paint there and stuff?
So the stuff they paint there is going to be raffled off at the end of the night. You buy the more tickets you buy, the better chance you get. We'll do a silent auction for the more expensive, or the
What's the date? When is this?
Saturday, April 18th from
What?
4 to 7.
My birthday's April 14th.
Oh my
My
gosh.
sister's April 19th.
You're coming, right? My firstborn with Downs was April 19th. That's why I picked this date.
A lot of things happen on April 19th.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. They're not all good.
Okay, that's okay.
Abraham Lincoln got shot on April 19th.
Oh shit. I'm glad I chose the 18th because I was going to do the 19th, but I'm like, it's a
Waco,
Sunday night.
Texas.
Oh shoot. I'm such a big conspiracy theorist too. Like, don't get me started.
And then Wounded Knee.
Oh wow.
Where the FBI went and shot a bunch of Native Americans on that land.
Wow.
Like all these things coincide. Timothy McVeigh.
Shoot.
They did it on those dates because that's when the government attacked people, like on April 19th.
Yeah.
And then the Titanic.
Yes. That's like my...
And my sister.
Oh my gosh. All right, the 18th it is. Saturday, April 18th from 4 to 7. I'm going to get a flyer made this week.
It's a Saturday?
It's a Saturday.
Okay,
so at sunset. So at sunset,
18th, is my birthday on
water.
Monday then? I'm the 14th.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, your birthday's on a Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco
I hit up, oh my gosh.
April, so that's still a little ways away.
Yeah, 2.5 months.
Maybe if you want, you can come back and do one right before a podcast.
Oh, I would love that.
Or just kind of put it back out there.
I would love that. I hit up Amy Schumer. I Googled, I'm like, all these
Nice.
people. I hit up Snoop Dogg. I hit up King Lil G. I hit up Diamond. I mean, you never
shit.
know until you ask, okay?
You know what? I will talk to Brian. All right?
Okay.
The owner of this the gym that I train.
That'd be
American
awesome.
Gym. I always try to wear like some hat or something in a podcast because it originally started. This podcast is I sat on the side of the ring and I talked to people.
Oh no shit.
And I would literally put these microphones on a step, like they have box jumping.
Yeah.
So they had these steps, and I would, just sit on the side of the ring and fucking talk to people.
Oh, that's great.
And like I said, I got injured, so I stopped going to the gym a lot. But I wanted to keep doing podcasts. And
I love that.
So I still give a little shout out to American Gym, and I should still be there, and I want to keep going. I still text him every now and then, but I'll talk to him because there's athletes there, there's professional surfers there, there's actors there, there's fucking boxers.
Oh my gosh, George.
Maybe he can donate some sessions.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Or something, I'll put it in his ear. For sure, dude.
Thank you.
He's a really cool guy. He did one of my podcasts.
Lynette Romero. I'm like, what's the KTLA? So the KTLA chick on Channel 5.
Channel
5, right? She owns, her and her husband own Jimbo's Hot Dogs or Jimbo's Tacos or something on 5th and PCH. So she's a local community member, I believe. So I emailed her today, and I was like, hey, can I get some media coverage? Like, do you guys want to come out?
Did she respond?
Not yet. I emailed her at like 6 p.m.
She had corn.
Really?
Yeah, they're from
Okay.
Phil lives on I-10.
Oh, yeah, because he used to have the tuna place, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, who the fuck knows? I mean,
yeah.
Hit up people from Newport, too,
Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah, I worked for Dr.
Sevenfold, you're right.
Yeah. So I actually know, yeah. But, if a couple other people were still alive, I'd be
who else is in HB now? There's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Fuck, you seem to be like you got it together. I don't want to.
Hopefully it's huge. I mean, hopefully it's huge. Hopefully it's like, oh, Amusa's coming to HB. Oh, Amusa's coming to Riverside, and it's like we're our own.
Riverside.
Entity. Anywhere.
You don't go
you
from
gotta
HB to Riverside. What the fuck?
Coachella,
oh
whatever the hell. Do you remember when we called them 9 balls though? And I feel like if I say
9 balls?
909ers, like
oh yeah,
8
9
ball.
That's hilarious. I totally have a theory that they're the ones littering on all the beaches.
Shit.
I totally think.
Okay.
Because
they come in with their clothes on.
They come with their fucking cut off jeans and go swimming in the ocean. They just leave their because it's never a Cliff Bar wrapper.
Yeah.
It's never a fucking Starbucks.
Oh
you know what I
my
mean? It's
God.
always McDonald's.
Yeah.
People in Newport are eating that shit.
Nope.
People in Huntington
Nope.
eating fucking that shit. The people who go to Burger King in fucking Huntington on that PCH and Main right there are tourists.
Yep.
And fucking high school kids.
You know that they took out Taco Bell. There's nothing fast food
The
downtown
one upstairs
anymore.
by the stairs?
There's that's been
Good.
gone forever.
Good.
Yeah. So it's all clean down there. Looks like I gotta take you out.
I had no.
So hopefully the mayor shows up. I've been talking to one of the mayors.
The Huntington mayor?
Yes. She actually
shit.
has family members with people on the spectrum as well. And hopefully that's public information.
Oh, it's a chick?
It's a chick.
Nice.
Yeah.
HB. All
I know,
right.
right? So yeah, I've
What's
already.
her name? Oh shit.
Damn, I have to write it
homework.
down. Oh fuck. Oh, you have to cut that one out. That's so
I haven't learned how to edit yet.
You're so funny.
I swear, so I just fucking say shit, and that's why I'm like, fuck it, whatever I say, I say.
Okay,
because
so no, I knew
can't
it was an
edit
S. Okay, it's a last name I didn't want to slaughter. It's Semeta.
it. Ooh, that is, how do you
So
spell
Lynn,
it?
Semeta. Lynn Semeta. Yeah, she
Lynn.
she
What's she look
replaced
like?
Eric Peterson.
Eric Peterson.
Yeah, so
My brother's name's Eric.
very nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She looks like she's from Huntington.
Yeah, right?
Yep. So the mayor might come to your thing?
Yeah, so the mayor hopefully is gonna come.
Even if she just endorses it.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have to go there.
I
Just
mean,
be
so
like,
many
hey.
people, and the guy with Rockstars of Tomorrow, I mean, I don't even
So is
want
that like a kid's music group
yeah,
or
it's a
something?
kids music, like it's a foundation that started to help kids with autism and music
okay.
and kids and stuff. But his connections are just, he's such an amazing person. He's like, I'm gonna bring people. I'm gonna
Nice.
put it on his platform.
Nice.
I don't even want to say the wrong kind of bands, but all the bands I grew up listening to are like, we're at his Christmas party, so I'm like,
Well,
okay.
HB is a huge music scene, man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. One of my first, like, I don't want to say concerts, but it might have been the Harley Davidson.
Oh yeah.
PCH.
Yep.
K-Rock did a concert there.
Oh, shit.
It was Offspring, No
See,
Effects.
I'm crying. Ugh.
And
I've missed Offspring.
I don't think it was. I don't know if K-Rock was there, but it was Offspring, No Effects, and Guttermouth.
No way.
And dude, that was so cool.
Oh, bet it was
PCH.
epic. Yep.
Yeah, no, honey, the Harley Davidson's like right there.
Mhm.
They were.
They're known.
Uh,
There's a lot of reggae bands that have grown up in
There are.
Huntington that are gonna probably. So I'm talking to the Originalites. They're actually 2 years younger than me. I went to high school with them. So
I swear there isn't there. What's that one reggae band? Iration? Is they from? Are they
I don't
from
know if
Huntington?
Iration's from there, but we've
like
got
I'm
one called the
not from there.
Originalites, and then another one. I'm not even gonna lie. I listen to a lot of old school hip hop and funk music and
Dude,
Offspring over and over probably, and
I hate Offspring.
Rage Against the Machine and.
There we go.
like,
Tool. I'm a huge Tool.
oh, I
fan.
like Tool. Okay.
I used to listen to Pandora a
Okay.
lot, and I had a Bad Religion station
Nice.
on there, and it would play Offspring every once in a while. Every fucking time I would put thumbs down, I would.
Oh,
I
how
did
funny.
Because I hate fucking Offspring.
Oh my god.
And it kept fucking bringing it back
See,
up
I'm a
over
huge
and
Skid
over
Row
and
fan.
over
I
again.
got to watch Skid Row on Huntington Beach a couple years
Oh
ago.
shit! You don't
So
need Skid Row
I'm
like
Skid
the 80s
Row,
band?
like the '80s band Skid Row, like big
Do you want me to blow your
guns.
mind right now?
Please, because don't. You're gonna make me. Do you know them?
I'm gonna blow your
Tell
mind
me,
right
blow
now.
it.
I don't know them.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I dated the drummer's ex-wife
Shut up.
for a while, and she even bought me my last boxer. Like,
No.
My last dog, Memphis. He was like $1,700.
Oh my gosh, my dad is gonna flip his shit.
But Phil Varone is his name.
Okay.
Her name was Alicia. But dude, she knew so many fucking people.
That's crazy.
Seven Dust, like all these '90s bands.
Wow.
You know what I mean? She knew everybody from Atlanta.
Okay.
She,
Got
like
it. No.
Little John.
Oh wow.
Fucking like these rappers. What was that one she fucking knew? Fuck, he was super famous. Like Jermaine Dupri. Not Jermaine
Oh
Dupri.
okay.
No. I don't know. Anyway.
Ludacris.
No. Fuck, man. Anyway, I was like, what the fuck? You know that dude? Like,
Yeah.
but Skid Row.
That's my shit. So I went to go see them on Huntington Beach, like at Sea Legs at the beach, and I feel fucking complete. And I got to see Motley Crue with my dad. So
That
I'm
would
very
be a
like
good one.
80s hair band. I'm very 80s hair band. I'm very like old school hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, I'll listen to the new shit because you know it's out there and stuff. But I feel like I have the same playlist over and over again.
No, we're creatures of habit
Yeah.
by nature. You know what I mean?
And I don't
still
pay for the
listen to a lot.
Spotify or the Pandora shit.
Oh, I
so.
do. I can't handle commercials.
Fucking A, man.
And because my
I'm still
podcast
buying
is on
diapers,
there.
okay?
Yeah. My podcast is on Spotify, so I don't want to have commercials on it.
Yes, no, of course.
But well, shit, man. Is there
Thank you.
anything else
Yeah.
you want to
No,
say? It's
I-
been like fucking 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it has. I've got to get back to the sitter, but I think
Right.
I spewed out, hey, if you're going to spew in this.
There it is.
Where's that
Little
from?
Wayne. I mean, Little Wayne. Wayne's World.
Yes! Oh my god, I love it. Thank God. Okay, we can't
That's
be
so
friends.
funny. Little Wayne. Wayne's World.
We were just talking about it. But no, just if you see someone, I mean, yeah, I want to spread the awareness.
So
We're
think
all
about this
different.
too. Like I said, this is, and I try to tell this to people, like, this is also for me to leave something behind for my kid.
Definitely.
What could you say,
As a
you know,
mom.
like, what do you want to say to your kids right now? Act like you're just talking to them, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, this is the last thing you're gonna say. Well, you might be back. You know,
No, yeah, that's okay. No, if I were looking at
you know
which
what I mean? Say
name,
something to them. Rogue.
which I love that name because I play Dungeons and Dragons and I am a rogue, which is a thief. Which I'm not a thief.
Is
but
that a Dungeons and Dragons thing?
it is a Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Shit.
A rogue is called a thief. Yeah, a rogue is a
So
thief.
her name is it is. You're right. A rogue.
Yeah.
So her name is Rogue Arya Dutra.
Oh, that's beautiful. My
Arya from Game of Thrones.
Love that. Dope.
But her initials are R-A-D, Rad.
Rad. Oh, that's dope as hell. That's
Yeah.
really cool. My kids' initials are HB.
Oh, no shit. Dang, you were fucking dedicated.
So I would definitely just say that you're going to make mistakes in life. You're going to learn from them, hopefully. And if you don't, eventually you will. Just stay true to your gut. I would always say follow your gut, follow your intuition. As a mom to my daughter, yes, you can. Whatever you put your mind to, you can. You're pretty enough, you're confident enough. As long as you have kindness in your heart and the best of intentions, you're gonna get to where you should be and where you're destined to be.
And thank you for all your help.
Thank you. No, thank you. And for Hunter, I mean, I'm still trying to navigate.
I said, and you're saying thank you to her.
Oh, yeah,
for all
yeah.
your help with Hunter.
Yeah, thank you, Hannah, definitely.
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
she's his keeper. She's his protector.
Yeah.
Without her, I mean...
And it's only going to get better because she's only going to get
older
and smarter.
and able to take on more. Yeah. So definitely for Hannah, I couldn't do it without her. I always tell her, I waited my whole life for you.
Dang.
And it's true. I waited my whole life for her. And then Hunter was kind of just like icing. I mean, I'm happy for both of them, but as a little girl, I wanted a daughter so badly.
Yeah.
And I got probably...
I know, you know what? I was talking to one of the other podcasts, Troy. I was saying how I always, when I thought of having a kid, I always envisioned a boy.
Oh, okay.
I always envisioned a blue-eyed, blonde-haired little boy. And he was like, I think people do that because we envision a little us.
Yeah.
So if I had black hair and fucking brown eyes, that's what I would have envisioned. But I can honestly say that since I've had Rogue, I don't think about having a son. It doesn't fucking, because I can't think of anything that I can do with her or that I could have done with a son that I can't do with her.
I'm so happy you said that because people will always ask me, they're like, well, being that you have a son with autism, like, would you change it? No, I don't. Or they're like, oh, is twins harder? I don't know anything but having two at a time and but having autism. Right. So you just do it and you just take it on and you just push through and you gotta just play the hand you're dealt and you gotta just like be okay with it and just I see the light in everything. I've been through some really dark hours.
That should be one of your hashtags, like Beast Mom, Mom Mode, or fucking some shit, man.
I love watching Shameless and I feel like Fiona Gallagher.
Oh my god!
So she's my spirit animal. Okay.
Showtime.
Yes.
So she
for
can
that app. I have a shirt
show.
that says in a world full of Kardashians, be a Fiona Gallagher. And I'm like, that's just,
She's probably going to Google that.
That's me, okay?
I don't know, because I haven't seen the season. She wanted me to start watching it at fucking the 10th season on the 7th episode.
It's funny either way, but no, you do need to get
Come on, you don't got to start from the beginning,
That's
the last season, with only 3 episodes left.
Yeah, and they did their last episode at Old World HB.
Oh, really?
Yes, so I had to go down there. But to Hunter, I would just say I'm grateful for who he is. I'm just, every day he shows me something different that probably a typical kid couldn't show you. Yeah. Just try your best. I mean, I'm literally like jumped 2 feet into the deep end and I'm just doggy paddling. But that's the best way to learn. So
it is. Get thrown in the pool.
Be confident, have fun, have goals, be driven, but don't expect anything and just have the best of intentions. And I feel like we can all get through life pretty happily that way.
Nice. All right, well, shit. How can they find this event?
Yes, so my Instagram is @BrittBeKind, BRITTBE kind. I do have a GoFundMe account, GoFundMe.com/amuse4autism. GoFundMe.com/amuse4autism.
For autism.
Yes, I have someone who's complimentary working on a website for me. So all these people are just giving out all their effort and time. As I build it, I post videos every single day. So my whole life is on there. And you can get the best information from Instagram or the GoFundMe account. I'm going to be posting all the flyers on there very, very shortly.
You can send me the link. I can post it on the podcast or anything
that'd be
in
awesome.
the bio. Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
cool.
For sure.
I'm so grateful for you, George. Thank you for taking
this
the
is
time
awesome,
out to
man.
learn about
Absolutely.
it and showing interest because this means a lot.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. The clincher was, maybe it was a video, but I just read the tagline and it said, I think it was hashtag autism mom or mom autism or some shit like that. And I was like, man, I thought I saw 2 kids, so I was like, fuck, man, what? Being a parent, I was like, what could it be like to be a parent of somebody who has anything?
Yeah, any specialty.
Anything.
Yep.
I need to talk to this chick.
Thank you.
I need to just pick her brain because
And
I'm a
you
new
should
parent.
probably pick it more too because we didn't even scratch on like what a day-to-day is. You know,
Right.
because I don't post meltdowns. I don't post the hard shit because I feel like it's exploiting him.
Right.
I post all the funny, witty things and then I kind of type out what we went through the day. But
Maybe you should.
Maybe
you should keep it fucking 100.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, that's a good opinion. I mean, I don't know how.
I think if I only saw one, that would be like if you only
I was
posted
reading
bad.
research on adults with autism, right? On autistic adults, and they were saying like it's exploiting if you show that side of it, like, but it's okay to type about it. I don't know how I feel, but there's so much that goes on to where, like, when I get back and if the neighbors at the apartment complex hear me yelling or, like, throw an F-bomb, I'm like, you don't know what the fuck I just went through.
Right.
You know, like...
No, I agree.
You don't. So
Dude,
when I get home, I want to unwind and I can vent in the community. I'm going to hold all my shit in.
Right.
So...
Rogue will freak out just because I want to put her socks on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And scream.
I get Hunter dressed 3 times every morning before we walk out the door.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
So yeah, you can only imagine, yeah.
And that was another interest point of mine of wanting to talk to you because I am a parent now.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I can understand it being rough.
Definitely.
I totally can.
And just not knowing, like, I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. Like, it's unknown, you know.
You could have a new tick.
Yeah, totally.
An old tick could go away.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly, yeah. So mini victories all the way. Like, he just went poop on the toilet for the first time by himself at age 5.5. And is it consistent? No. Right. He hasn't done it since, but you praise the hell out of it, and it happens.
Absolutely.
So,
you do that with anything, too.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to just be somebody with autism, dude.
Right.
Like, I'm fucking... I think normal.
Right,
you know
thank you, exactly.
Not that that's not
it
normal.
makes you question everything now.
And I still need to be told I'm doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I
love
told I'm fucking
affirmation.
funny.
Yeah,
you know
I need that.
mean? Yeah, totally. So I can totally understand positive reinforcement on fucking pooping.
Yeah,
dude.
totally.
Absolutely.
Well,
right,
I hope you'll come to the event. So I'll be posting it on
$25,
right?
I think I can swing that.
Okay, cool.
And I can bring Rogue.
Yeah.
And Teresa.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
So April 18th.
Yeah, so at that event, it's a fundraiser.
Maybe it'll be my birthday present.
That would be awesome. So at that event, I'm going to be showing examples of what our sensory-friendly contribution will look like.
And listen, I wanted Teresa to kind of be here too because she worked with Tutors of America.
Oh, wow.
Which help kids with disabilities.
Yeah.
She tutored kids with disabilities.
That's awesome.
And she's super smart. She has her master's in
Oh
child
my
psychology
goodness.
and development. She's
What?
super smart.
We're
So
supposed
I
to
want her,
meet.
but she's not outgoing.
Okay.
You know, she's not.
She'll listen to it first, and then
She'll
we
sit
can
here and
talk
listen
next
to
time.
everything, and then go back and be like, well, "This is what you should have said." You know what I mean? She's super smart. She's just not like. She's more introverted than I am. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking
same.
Super on the
I will walk into a building and know everyone's name.
Outgoing. You know what I mean? I'm on this way
The
meter.
max.
She's on the opposite. But
that's good balance. Trying to find a balance. There you go.
Rogue is the balance between us.
Good.
So I want her to be here to talk to you because I'm sure she would have a lot more on point questions and everything. So I don't think us going to this isn't out of the realm possibility.
Okay, cool.
It kind of is in her wheelhouse also. You know what I mean?
Great. Great. Yeah, as for the sensory friendly, there's not going to be, there's going to be a small example demonstration of what we hope to achieve with it. So I might be bringing a team of people to have my son be an appearance and then leave. So I'm not saying it's going to be sensory friendly at that fundraiser because I need to build the funds to make a sensory friendly equipment and stuff. So I'll probably bring my son as an appearance and then everyone will get to see.
Well, have you thought about doing like a 3D video? or like some type of demonstration, like PowerPoint? Of
No,
like,
that's my next step. That's my
you know
next.
what I mean? Like this is the like show like the walls going.
I
up
have
and
all the
everything,
pictures
you know what I mean?
like saved to a
Right.
file, so that's my next kind of thing, and that's what I'm gonna put like at the venue and everything.
Right.
I will show the public before, but
For
I want
sure.
them to really see what the funds are going to. So this is a fundraising event to get to that, to achieve that goal. If you do have child with special needs and they are not around, I mean, everybody's welcome. At that point, I would say know your own reality, which is when I know, okay, I can't take them to that event if I don't have help, which is fine. That's just our reality. You know, you can't go to everything. You can't.
Right.
But I'm going to try to make it to where you can go to more than you already do.
It'll just be like when you buy something, if it has the little K, like it's kosher.
Right.
Like you can buy it on your concert ticket or your
Right.
ticket, and it'll have like a circle with an A.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
dope.
oh, it's
Puzzle piece.
autism.
They'll have a puzzle piece.
Puzzle there?
Yeah.
Why the puzzle piece?
Because that's the national
Logo for
thank
autism?
you. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
A puzzle piece?
A puzzle piece.
What's the story behind that?
Because they're the missing puzzle to they're the missing piece to our puzzle. So like if there's this famous thing, there's a statue of a parent, and all the little puzzle pieces are taken out, and with those puzzle pieces you make your child. So
Oh shit.
so autism is like the missing link, like they're just a piece to the puzzle, and
Right.
yeah, there's so many different ways to achieve the puzzle. Some people do all the perimeter, some people start in the middle, some people do sections off. So I feel like it's just like a play on
I'm an edges guy. I do all the edges first.
yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. All right, Brittany.
Thank you.
Boss.
Yes, sir.
On Instagram, Britt Be Kind.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, no, sir, I'm fucking.
I know, right? I'm like, oh
Jesus
crap, it's not work
Christ,
mode.
man. Yeah, cool, man. This was cool. I'm glad that
That's
you got a
awesome.
chance to get this out there. And you're way more tech savvy than I bet. Way more people that listen to your podcast than anybody is. Just
Oh,
because it
thank
sounds
you.
like you're way more. I mean, you advertise on it and everything. Like, dude, on my, I was just stoked on it. So yeah, cool.
Good.
I hope
I'm
this
happy to
helps,
hear
man.
that.
I really do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Do the handshake. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm stoked, and thank you again.
Yep. All right.